Surround sound recordings.
All right, guys, what is going on? What is going on? It's your boy NEXX Next Level. I am back again. Big shout out to every TI worldwide. This is the NEXXTIME podcast. I am your host. To the right of me is my great friend. I love her. She has an amazing channel. She's heavily targeted. She's going through some things. She posts about it. She's a brave soul. She loves the Lord. She goes by the name of PEARLY Gardiner. I want to welcome PEARLY Gardiner to the podcast.
Hello.
Welcome.
Can you hear me next?
Welcome you to the podcast. What is going on, PEARLY? How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Nexx, for having me on your show. Yeah, I did watch 2 of your shows last night, replay, but yeah, it's great. It's great what you do for the TI community. Appreciate it much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. And we're happy to have you here, man. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us live. This is gonna be an amazing podcast. PEARLY is just an amazing person. She's actually from the Philippines, but she lives in Australia right now. Big shout out to Australia. Everybody in Australia, big shout out to you, man. If you're tuning in, big shout out to Meditation Man, Deb Olson. We love you. Praise Jesus. Big shout out to you. We love you. Man, this is going to be amazing, man. PEARLY, how are you feeling today, PEARLY?
Okay, my targeting, my gang stalking escalated. I don't know. Right after my demonstration last 21st of April, I had my campaign for Decency Australia and surveillance abuse now, and that was the Mr. Jeff Godwin. He's the chairman of his movement, Campaign for Decency UK, and he gave me this idea, and right after that, the gang stalking escalated more targeting.
Man, man, we're gonna get into this, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but PEARLY is man, she stands up and she is a pillar for the TI community, guys. She's going through this thing and she is not scared at all, man. Actually, the links to her, she has 3 YouTube channels. The links to her YouTube channel is in the description. The links to her Facebook, the links to her Twitter, Instagram, so you guys can reach out and connect with her, man. You know, she loves the Lord. We just got a lot of things to talk about today, PEARLY. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. So to start off, when did you discover that you were a targeted individual, and how did you find out about the program?
Well, I love that question. I almost, love that question because I came up with four theories first about this. First was about revenge. That was my first theory. See, my targeting is different because it's different in a sense that I got humanly trafficked from the Philippine mafia to the Australian mafia.
Okay.
To the Australian mafia. This was what I remember was since 1991, but I think maybe even my parents are already targeted, so I think it's since birth. I think, but what I can remember since 1991, that was when I went to college. But to cut the long story short, 1990 after college was 1995. In 1996 I went to Manila. It's 6 hours from my province. So Manila, 1996 I worked there, and then I met my German Australian ex-husband,
Okay.
who infiltrated my life, and he was there on a visa Amway Philippines, if you heard about that, and 3 months visa, and so I met him through this lady from Perth. Her name was Terry Hankins. She's a Filipina who is married to an Australian from Perth. Through I met my ex-German husband,
Okay.
and because he got a 3 months visa,
Okay.
we then married. And of course, a poor family, everyone in the Philippines always wanted to go overseas. So for me, that was like my chance to go out of the country and to have a good life. So I took that chance, got married to him, and we had one daughter who is now 20 years old.
Okay.
She was born in 1998 in the Philippines, and then he brought us in Australia, Sydney, year 2000, during the Sydney Olympic in April 21, 2000.
Okay.
So, and then when we are in Australia, to cut the long story, I was a victim of domestic violence, but I think that was part of the COINTELPRO script
Okay.
for him to have a reason to go out of that marriage, and for him to have a reason to put my name on the terrorist watch list of the Australian Security Intelligence Organization. The next level, there are 6 intelligence agencies in Australia. The 2 agencies that are active are the Australian ASEAN Security Intelligence Organization and the Australian Secret Intelligence Organization.
Okay.
Those are the very active. Each of these intelligence agencies received 500 million Australian dollars taxpayers' money to the agency.
Okay.
Okay. So in 2004 was the time I had my MRI. I know nothing about mind control. I know about this program, remote neural manipulation, remote neural monitoring, but I can remember, as far as what I can remember, 2014, I had my MRI done,
Okay.
and that was probably the time I started doing brain mapping on me, and I was mind controlled. Probably that was the time I'm being surveilled 24/7 illegally and monitored, so that my girls as well are mind controlled as well. And when they're mind controlled, it's hard for them to let them understand that they're a target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So back to your question, within that 4 years, I volunteered as a broadcaster of 2 FM stations,
Okay.
which the first year as a broadcaster was a Filipino radio station, 985 here in New South Wales in Sydney for 1 year. I was a broadcaster there. I had my segment,
Okay.
Showbiz Buzz, like all about showbiz, Filipino showbiz people. That's what I do. I research on that and do my report on that. And then when I Showbiz Buzz with PEARLY Gardiner,
Okay.
it's an FM station, Triple H 100.1 FM. It's a mainstream radio station, FM stations. It's just funny how it was manipulated that I got to volunteer to do the volunteer job there as a broadcaster. That's been manipulated again, and I was asked the segment on the political issues back in the Philippines, which is an update to Bongbong Marcos, Senator Bongbong Marcos. He is the son of the late great President Ferdinand Marcos. So I am a Marcos loyalist. So I did had my say on that show, update on Senator Bongbong Marcos about the electoral process back in Philippines.
Okay.
So to cut the long story short, and the sequence of events wherein, you know, I was very active joining all of this entertainment industry, the media industry in Sydney, wherein you know, I had dealt with celebrities, both Filipino celebrities and Australian celebrities. You know, I've been so busy with my broadcasting, with events.
Okay.
And I found out that then a sequence of events led me to all of these things happening. They came up with smear campaigns that I scammed $5,000 Australian dollars, and that wasn't true at all. I did upload the thread of the conversation. I never see that money on my bank account. Things like that. It's about, you know, for sponsors to sponsor your show, the concerts like that, because I have a bit of producing a show like that.
Okay.
But this was all related by all of these mafias, group of mafias,
Okay.
Filipino, Australian mafia, whatever, Italian mafia, and this is particularly in the entertainment and community. Having said that, next, I'm not saying that these Filipinos that I had dealt with are all perp.
Oh,
So
man.
it's just that majority of them are part of that. They took part of that.
Okay.
And so that sequence of events of what's happening, I said to Mom, what is this smear campaign? I scammed $1,000. And then all of these people that producers, actors, singers, Filipino or Australian artists,
Okay.
getting off on me online saying things about me. And then I did my research, Googled words. I said, group of people stalking. After it pop up, organized gang stalking. Read the article about organized gang stalking,
Wow.
and that's when I learned. And that's when I learned the methods that they use.
Okay.
They use the method that they use when you're being stalked. Like one example is brighting. You drive by, the headlights are high, the beams, you know.
Okay.
And then one tactic is mimicking. They copy whatever you do, whatever you wear, color harassment. So the following day, this is my first awakening, first day, second day, third day, the first month. And every time I go out on the store now, I see someone dressed up like me, just exactly what I'm wearing, in the
Wow.
color and all of my mannerisms that I say, they say, the things that I wrote on my emails, on my messengers, which is supposed to be just private, to my brother, my niece, they say it.
Wow.
So I know then that's it. Then I are studying the methods that they use. Here comes counterintelligence program.
Okay.
My first 3 months was really, it was like skeptical, because I was thinking, man, where is my ex-husband gonna get this fund to hire all these people to do this? I don't think he can do that just to do revenge, you know.
Okay.
So, and then I said, identity theft. Maybe this is theft.
Right.
And one of my cousin in America, I will not say them, but you know, she knows who she is anyway.
Okay.
She's my first cousin, and I know that she's took part of it. She's a perp, and she even called me and said to me, maybe that's what's happening to you is identity theft. So to me, it was like, oh, maybe it's identity theft, you know. Do this, maybe they have to murder me now so they can do everything about me. They can put life in fraud or whatever, you know.
Right.
And I was thinking it was identity theft because I never had a credit card Nexx, and I applied to get something, to buy something on my name, like a car. My car now is their mother's name. I'm paying that, but it's under her name.
Okay.
Because I can't get a loan at all. And I said, how come I can't get a loan? I don't have any credit cards.
Okay.
So I was thinking it's identity theft. And then the theory that I had was, man, this is probably an inside job in the intelligence agencies among these Australian pedophiles, mafias, This is an inside job. They put me on the terrorist watch list because they probably want my organs. They want to sell my organs. All of these insurances, life insurance policy. And they said I ruled that out again after 6 months. And then the fourth one, you trafficking. Because I got humanly trafficked from the Philippines through my German Australian ex-husband who is a gang stalker.
Okay.
So I said this is human trafficking. But when I started researching on what is MK Ultra and counterintelligence program, and that was when I found out and going back connecting all the dots with what happened to me since I came to definitely this is a counterintelligence program.
It definitely is.
I've learned the 5 goals that they want to do is for me to become homeless. Thank God I'm not yet homeless. I'm, now that I know the program, the irony of it all that I have to thank the Australian government paying for getting a new start as a single mother, but there is no justification. My name is to be on that terrorist watch list because I am a terrorist. And then the second goal is for me to become jobless, which was achieved. It was achieved because I used to do security. I left the job because I know that they're going to frame me up, and they're going to do a lot of entrapments. They set me up for a lot of entrapments, but I use my knowledge about the Bible and applied what I've learned from the Bible.
That's amazing.
I will give you one example about entrapment.
Okay.
I will the name of it. Okay. This guy, he asked me to deposit on the bank like $250,000 every week, and I would get like 1% of that without a receipt. And I'm not going to deposit a money worth $250,000 every week without a receipt.
Right.
Because I was a Jehovah's Witness. I am a Jehovah's Witness. I left the region as well because lots of double agents inside the congregation I was in. So that's a different story. So that's one classic example that to entrap you with. So, and after that, I ruled this counterintelligence program, definitely. So for the last 18 years in Australia, you wouldn't believe that 99% of the people friendship with, I had relationship with, were all part we're all part of the paradigm. My own ex-husband, Australian German ex-husband, was and the second Australian ex-husband, the father of my youngest daughter, is also her. So that's how I was infiltrated and manipulated, orchestrated, and scripted.
I am so sorry that happened to you, Pearly, man. I am so sorry, man. And I just want to commend you for, for just being here and telling your story and showing your strength to people, man. And I also want to shout out Blue Lotus and Autumn. Guys, welcome to the podcast, man. Thank you guys for joining us on the NEXXTIME podcast. I am your host, NEXX, Next Level, man. To the right of me is my partner, Pearly Gardiner. She is going through this, man. She is a brave soul, man. I love her. She has an amazing YouTube channel. She's an advocate for TIs all around the world. And she is not afraid. And guys, if you are going through this now, if you can relate to anything that we are talking about right now, slap a like on it. And don't forget to subscribe to Pearly's channels right now. If you haven't taken a look at it, guys, we need to uplift each other, support each other, be there for each other. And I want to remind you, if you are new, this is an interactive podcast, okay? So at any point, if you guys feel called to share, if you guys feel called to, if you want to call in, if you got any questions for Pearly or myself or anybody in the chat room for that matter, make sure you type it in or give us a call, man. We just feel blessed and thank you for joining us. And Pearly's got a lot of things to talk about, man. And we got a lot of things to talk about, man. And we love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys for joining us. Man, so Pearly, man, A lot of things to talk about. So how are these perps over in Australia? Like I watch your channel. I'm a fan of your channel, and I love what you do. But are they? Is this like a constant thing? Like every time you go outside, like are they lurking behind, like waiting and pointing phones?
Okay,
at
I
you?
will. Actually, a good question. I just wanted to share with you now that I know about remote neural manipulation and monitoring. I watched a lot of videos from DOD whistleblower Brian Chu,
Okay.
and now it made sense when this was, I think, 6 months ago, when I went to the Australia Post in Parramatta. I don't know. That was, I need to post a mail.
Okay.
And on that day, there was that perp was already do the synchronize on me and mimic me right after I in that mail, where you post the mail.
Okay.
Well, and then he did the same thing, and then I said, how did they find I'm going to post a mail? So that was the time, like, I didn't even tell my girls because I already suspected that they what they see, they
Okay.
they know about it. So, and now it made all sense that probably they that really active memory. Active memory is 30 seconds less. And they did that one, they exactly know what to do. She's going to that, that store or to that shop. But with your question again, is about my gang stalkers.
Yeah.
How is it here in Sydney, Australia?
Yes.
Well, according to my old friend Andy B, also here in Sydney.
Okay.
He's the problem is TI. We are on different, we are on different program.
Okay.
But my more stalking. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also get electronic harassment, like at night and stuff like that. Probably it's through satellites, I don't know, or smart meters.
Okay.
I get those symptoms. Symptoms like, let's say, constipation. I get constipated a lot.
Okay.
I urinate a lot.
Okay.
And those are signs. Those are symptoms being hit by these directed energy weapons through radiation or cell towers or smart meters.
Okay.
And that's why I switch off the main switch or switch on when I go to sleep, and the Wi-Fi as well. When I finish using the Wi-Fi, I turn them off.
Okay. That's a great idea. Actually, that's awesome, man. You gotta turn that Wi-Fi off, man.
When you go to sleep.
Oh yeah, man. They don't know, man. When we leave these signals running, they sending frequencies at us, man, and it is not easy, man, to go through this. So, Pearl, I got another question for you, my friend, and I just want to thank you again for just joining us here on the podcast. Has there ever been any situations where, after you found out about this program, where you try to confide in loved ones and, for support, and to let them know, look, I'm targeted, I'm going through this, and them not believe you and say, oh, yeah, I don't know, how have you gone through situations like that?
Oh yes, with my friends, I had friends that betrayed me, best friends from high school, from college, and town mates that betrayed me, who betrayed me. And once you are on TI and on Facebook alone, you know who they are, because let's say I'm in Australia, my friends in the Philippines.
Okay.
And then and in Australia, they know that, let's say, for instance, I'm not triggered anymore. I got sensitized with the green and orange color.
Okay.
So I did color harassment, got sensitized with that, but I'm not triggered anymore, but I keep documenting it.
Okay.
And this is for example. And then when you go on Facebook and live feeds and posts from your friends in high school, college, town mates, cousins, and first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, and they them all wearing orange.
Wow.
Wow, that was what coincidence was. You see them all wearing green.
Okay.
So like every day on their post, they wear color. That
Wow.
so I'm sure that the handler or whatever mafia in the Philippines and also the Australian handler are communicating.
Okay. Definitely.
So what to post. So yeah, so that just one example
Okay.
that I know that they're taking part of it.
Okay. Definitely, man. Do you guys get a lot of chemtrails over there in Australia?
Oh no, not here in Australia, unless I go to countryside.
Okay.
40, I'm 40 minutes drive to the airport next.
Okay.
So when you come to Australia, I'll pick you up.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
40 minutes drive
Okay.
at the airport. So unless you talk to that guy T.I. from Brisbane in Queensland,
Okay.
maybe they get a chemtrail there more than in New South Wales, unless I go countryside, like what I said.
Okay. Okay. So you guys don't really get it too much out in Sydney?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything like what I see there in America. You get a lot of chemtrails.
Oh man, every day.
In Florida
Yeah.
and
In New York and California,
Oregon,
everywhere. Yeah, man. Like Richie from Boston, he's a YouTuber, and he actually talked about he's a truther, and he's always on the go. Like he's always traveling around, and he documents. They just chemtrail in the skies everywhere here, man. It's ridiculous. Like I don't. It's crazy, man. So I do have another question for you, Pearly. Now, before you found out you were targeted, were you, I don't know, like, how was things for you as far as like your social life? Like, did you have a lot of friends? Did you hang out a lot and hang out with your friends?
That's a good question, because the 4 years being in the entertainment industry, and in Sydney particularly with the Filipino community in the entertainment industry, that was fun social life, because I actually even neglected going to my church, which is the Jehovah's Witness religion.
Okay.
But I left. I think religion is also part of the social life. I guess I could say that. Okay. But once I found and I get psychological psyop at church inside the congregation, that's when I said, let me try another. So if it's like everybody is, let me go to another congregation. So what I did, I went to another meeting the following Sunday. I went to a different congregation.
Okay.
I did three times or 2 times, and then it's the same thing. I get the psychological harassment again there. They did mimicking, they did synchronized, they did color harassment and stuff. So there was the incident wherein the elder, I was giving away flyers after the meeting, and then the elders came towards me and said, "Sister, you're not allowed to do what you're doing."
Wow.
Yeah, and then I said, he was superb. I know he's superb. And I said, you can't let me go out of the kingdom hall, brother, because are you a gang stalker? That's what I even told. The meeting is finished, so what is wrong with me giving out my flyers to the brothers? And I'm that flyer, I'm asking them if they could get me a job. I was looking for a job. Okay. Because I left the security job knowing that they're going to set me up there and frame me up. And so that was it. And I decided to leave the religion. And I said, I always say this in all of my videos, I have lost faith in religion. Next, religion is a pure business. Okay. Religion is just a tool used by the shadow government. It is used as a tool by the shadow government to control the members, to control the people. Right. But I haven't lost faith in God's word the
That's
Bible.
right. That's
Okay?
right. That's
I
awesome, Pearly.
believe
Hold
in the
up.
Bible.
That's awesome. She believes in the Bible, guys.
Of
Man, she
course,
is
I haven't
dropping
lost my faith.
jewels. Yeah, man, Pearly, you are amazing, man. You
And
hear that,
for
guys?
the Bible. And
Do not lose. It's very
and
important that we hold on to our faith, just like Pearly just said.
yes. And next, believe what God said that what He promised. He will create all of the targeted individuals around the world. He will create on that day, on the day of Armageddon.
Okay.
I believe in that. The day
Okay.
of Armageddon, He
Okay.
will vindicate us.
That's right.
Whether you are a Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, TI, He will vindicate. He will do this for us, guys.
Mm,
He will do because God gave us all, He gave us this gift of free will to know what is wrong, and that free will, according to DoD whistleblower review, the
okay.
supercomputer, the
Okay.
supercomputer cannot mimic that free will.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
it cannot. It's the conscience. It's your moral compass that computer can. You see, the supercomputer cannot manipulate that free will that you have. That's the gift from God. That makes you human.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
I don't know about the human beings if they have free will because they were not created naturally.
That's
They
right.
were created in. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't met someone who's a synthetic or a cybernetic human beings. But this was 20 years ago, according to Brian Chu, that we are seeing this around us, but we
Right.
don't know who they are.
Right.
Cybernetics human beings.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's kind of like scary, bro. Kind of scary to think that. See what happened to humanity next? I mean, they want to become like God.
Right.
They created cybernetics human beings.
Yeah.
Are you serious? And
Yeah.
accept IVF,
Right.
like Michael Jackson had kids.
Mhm.
He gave his sperm cells
Mhm.
an Australian lady that carried the kids,
Okay.
his kids.
Mhm.
I can accept that. I can accept that. But creating cybernetic human beings
Yeah.
without sexual, it's just mind-boggling. I can't
Yes.
believe that this scientist wants to become like God. They play like God. I
Yeah.
can't believe
Right.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
man.
not natural anymore.
Nope, it's not, man.
But go. And next, this program is it's very complex in the sense that a lot of factors contributes to it. And MK Ultra, we thought MK Ultra ended in World War II.
Right.
The Holocaust, the East Germans were motivated by ideology. But now the counterintelligence program, these intelligence agencies all around, these shadow governments are motivated by what? Money.
Right.
Money.
Definitely.
Next, what
Yeah.
does the Bible say about it? What profit a man if he gains the whole world but lost his
Oh,
the money?
man.
The money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
The
Yes.
money is the root of all evil.
Yes. The love of money. That was awesome.
What's
Man.
like are motivated by money and you're doing this to isn't civilians like the targeted individuals.
Right.
Just it's I can't fathom that. Next, I can't. It's too much.
Right. Definitely.
It's
man.
too much.
Right.
I mean, this taxpayers' money. Why spend it on a program?
Okay.
Is illegal. I spend it on a program, a project that is immoral, constitutional, and inhumane.
Yeah.
Why can't you just put that money, go to Syria, go to India, go to Africa, give them clean water?
Yes. Yes. Oh man. That was awesome. That is right. Clean water in all those countries, man. Man.
Yes.
That is, man. If you guys are just tuning in, man, this is the Next Time podcast. Man, my guest Pearly Gardiner is on fire right now, man. We just love her, man. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Big shout out to everybody that's in the comment section, man. Praise Jesus says, God bless you, Pearly. And she is so right, man. God bless you, Pearly. Man. Blue Lotus says, let's see what he says, man. So we will now, if family is in on it, have figured out which friends are easily. I haven't used Facebook in a year because of paranoia. Blue Lotus, you know what? They gang stalked me too, bro, on Facebook, bro, and I don't even mess with it anymore, man. Like I really don't, man. But there are TIs on Facebook, you know, and actually Pearly she has a movement that she does on Facebook too when she streams, and she has a community. If you guys are on Facebook and you want to connect with her, man, just leave the link in the description, man. The link is in the description. Once again, this is a interactive podcast. If you guys want to call us up, if you got any questions for Pearly or myself, you can call us up right now, man, and we will patch you in. Autumn, big shout out to you, man. Big shout out. Autumn says, we are connected to God. R&M is demonic.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah, that was awesome, right? That was awesome. That was definitely awesome, man. So, Pearly, I wanted to ask you, man, all right, so we talked about before you found out you were targeted, how your friends were and your social life with that. So after you found out about it, how did it change as far as, you know, the people that you considered your friends, and, you know, how did things change once you found out, okay, I'm being targeted?
Is it about my friends?
Yeah, like your social life. Like, how did that change when you came to the realization, like, okay, something is happening, and you found out about this program? Did you notice things change with your social life?
With my friends here in Australia? Yeah, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's because most of them are following me on Facebook. So,
okay.
You know, what I post, my videos, my live blog, I started talking about counterintelligence, organized gang stalking, and targeted individual.
Okay.
It's them that you know, they did not contacted me anymore because they know that I know already.
Oh, okay. So
that's how it started. So
that just confirms they was perps.
Yes.
They was perps, Pearly.
Yes.
Yes, they was. And you know what?
Yes.
You better off without them, man. You know, we are all better off without these perps, man, and they all bother us. If you are a TI, a real true TI, you guys know what we go through, man, and you know that this is not an easy thing, man. And I feel like you know, the podcast like this is needed, man, so we can all come together and to share our experiences, right, Pearly?
That's right, Nexx. And you know, they say no man is an island. Yes, I believe in that. Well, I don't know how no man is an island. Maybe you have a different perception on that or interpretation on that. But my interpretation on that is that I can live on my own. What is the point of living with someone that is a lie?
Right.
You know, living with someone, they're just there. They are paid to be part of your life, to infiltrate your life. They are paid to do that.
Right.
So that's not even real in the first place.
Right.
It started with a lie, isn't it? So I think being alone, one of their goal is for the targeted individual to become isolated.
Right.
But I think for me, because, you know, we have music. We have the gift of music.
Yes.
We have relationship with God.
Yes.
So that's the thing.
Oh, that's
awesome. Amazing. That's why I said, you are not alone.
Hey,
isn't it?
I'm here with you.
I am here with you. Oh, you're far away. I'm here to stay.
Oh man, that is awesome, man. Man. This is amazing, man. This is amazing, man. So, Pearly, I want to ask a question, man. What inspired you to to start posting on YouTube and to actually, you know, what was the inspiring moment that you was like, okay, I'm gonna start, you know, a channel and to speak out against this, because your channel is amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Nexx.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of like, I asked myself like this: what is better? Is it better not to know about the program? It is better not to know that I'm a targeted individual, I'm awakened, or is it better now that I'm awakened?
Right.
And I came up with the answer. Actually, it's better to be awakened.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Hold up. That was
Because
awesome.
you know what I mean?
That was
Because
awesome.
they can control your life or manipulate and script your day. Then you have to script.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you're awakened, of course, I have the moral duty. I know that my family was at first. She was so hesitant. She doesn't want to for me. She wants me to not say anything about this. I can understand her.
Okay.
But you know, but this program is based on, it's a hyper game theory. It is based on manipulation, deception.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Yeah.
trauma-based mind control.
Mm-hmm.
So when I that's when, oh man, that's why they have to put fear, intimidate you, so you become depressed. You're not going out of your house anymore.
Okay.
Because they're all there, you know. But then you think about it, man, you know, who can be against if God's with me?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, Pearly, I'm looking in the chat room and I see my guy. Big shout out to Andy B 5.0. Welcome to the NEXXTIME podcast.
Andy, yes, I know, bro. Andy.
Welcome to the podcast, man. Big shout out to you, man. Pearly, I got another question for you, man. And this is a question that probably, you know, everybody questions at one point in their targeting. Do you think it is possible for a male or a female TI to be with romantically a regular person that's not targeted?
Oh, a TI that okay, a TI that is to be someone with that is not a perp. That is not a TI.
A regular person. Do you think that is? Do you think that a relationship like that could work?
Well, remember, in all relationship, the foundation should be honesty, love, and respect. So, if you are a TI and you fell in love with someone who is not a gangster, or who is not a TI, then you have to lay your card and tell her that you are a targeted individual and what you've been through and all things like that. I think that's the most important thing. Because if you're not going to tell that person about what you're going through, what you've been through, and it kind of like affect the relationship later on. If you're gonna be with her, him, and then one paranoid one time, you're not paranoid one time, you're happy one day, you're not.
Yeah.
So the mood swings, and you know, in order for that person to know how to deal with that, you need to let him know what you've been through and who you really are, what happened to you, and what your situation. That's my answer to that.
Definitely. That was awesome, bro. That was awesome. Great answer, man.
What about you, Nexx? Give you back that question. Throw back that question to you. What are you gonna do?
So, well, me myself, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's possible, man, for a regular person and a TI to coexist. Because if you think about it, man, in the back of your mind, you know, a regular person is not going to understand what we go through, you know. They're not going to fully get it. Like, you know how you could try to tell somebody, like, yo, man, you know, we got gang stalkers following me around, or, you know, I just got zapped with some directed energy, or, you know, like, they're going to look at you like, yeah, whatever. And, you know, they don't really show too much compassion for it. And then in the back of your mind, Pearly, you're thinking, man, is this person a perp? You know? Like, is this person, like, just perping on me? Like, you know, so, me personally, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it could work. But I know anything is possible, though. I know anything is possible, you know? And if
Yeah.
somebody, just like you said, like if somebody really does love you though, you know, it could possibly work. But me myself, like I would want to be with a Ti. Like I want to be with somebody who goes through what I go through, who we can understand and be on the same level and know how to navigate, and you know, could actually reach out and help other TIs who are at a different stage of their targeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I want somebody who's
Okay.
like going through the same thing as me. You know what I mean? So, but I see you
Oh
got
well, with
I see you got a
yeah,
comment here from Autumn. She says the sooner the better. Awaken Pearly's information is so important. Ah,
yeah, awesome.
big shout out to
Yeah,
Autumn,
that's really
man.
good.
Shout out to Autumn, man. We
That's
love you,
true.
man. We love you, man. Pearly is amazing, man. She really is, and I feel blessed that she is here with us this morning. Good morning, everybody. If you're just now tuning in, this is the NEXXTIME podcast, man. It's a TI awareness podcast. You know, faith based. You know, we definitely love the Lord. And if you're going through some things and you just, you know, you need some support or you need some advice or you got any questions, you can actually call us up. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not a part of the family, hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you are notified when we go live. And don't forget to subscribe to Pearly's YouTube channel because it's amazing, man. I mean, the things that I've seen on her channel was amazing. I actually, Pearly, on my live stream, you know, there was a situation where you were driving in the car with your mom and a gang stalker rolled up on a motorcycle and just started pounding on your mirror, and I saw that and I was so mad. I think you handled that situation so brave, but if I was with you, Pearly, I would have hopped out the car and punched that helmet off of that
Oh
I
no.
would have punched the helmet off of them, man. Like, cause I just hate that they do that to women. You know, like the perps don't do that to us. Like they don't even. I've never seen nothing like that happen. You know, and then this innocent, sweet woman, you know, driving with her mom. I mean, like, man, like after that happened, bro. What did you do after that moment? After that happened?
No, you know, actually, my mom was so scared, and of course, you know, she's old, 68,
Bless
and
her, man. I love your
you
mom,
know,
man.
and then I tried to explain to her, like, you know, they just want to put in fear on us, on you,
Right.
most particularly, mom. I said, no, it doesn't, you know, the more they do that to me, the more I become stronger and talk more about this.
That's right,
To be
man.
honest.
That's right,
You know,
man. You so
and
brave.
I always say next, I always say on all of my blog, and I directly say it to the intelligence agency, stick with your protocol. You know, stick with their protocol. If they want to kill us with cancer, they do that. And what they want to do, they're experimenting on my brain frequency. So, you know,
Yeah, they do the same thing to
I'm
me.
I'm a lab rat. I'm a lab rat. So what can we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a
I guess
lot.
probably, yeah.
It's a lot to it's a lot to deal
So,
it's a lot to deal with, man. Have you ever had any more intense moments like that dealing with these perps out there in Australia?
what? Okay, because remember, this is on manipulation deception, so a lot of street theater when I'm out, of course. But sometimes I chit chat with the perps. Sometimes, you know, I'm very talkative. Next, it's like when I see someone,
Oh yeah. I
even
love
though
it. I love that. I love
even
that.
though even though I, even though I know that they're perps, or I still talk to them,
Okay.
and it doesn't get me when they say things that supposed to be just me and my mom knows about it. It doesn't affect me at all because you know what? I accept the fact that I am monitored and surveilled and that my gadgets are compromised.
Okay.
Once you accept reality in your life, you can move on, man.
That's right.
But if you can't accept that, they know everything about you. They know how many times I go to the loo. They know how many times I go to the toilet and you know and pee and stuff like that. If you can't accept that, you can't move on. You can't survive the program.
Right.
But if you accept that fact, that reality, that you are being monitored, 24/7 surveilled illegally,
Right.
then when you do this interaction with them and interaction with these perps, so what? If
Right.
so what if they're giving a subliminal message? So what? Who cares? You
Right.
know,
That was awesome, bro.
that's my counteract. That's how I counteract with what they with their psyop. But in order to avoid entrapments, because they want to provoke you.
Okay.
The reason why they want to provoke you is get incarcerated, for them to have a reason to sue you or to call the police for you to go to the police station and stuff like that.
Right.
What's the term for that? What is the term for? Oh my God, I forgot. I lost the word. Like for them to have complaint against you, so that you are stated to go to the jail or something like that. You know, to section or whatever,
Like
section or something.
like when you have mentally hygiene, you mean? Like when they put you in a like a hospital?
No, in the jail, in
Okay.
prison. Like
Okay.
that's why they threw a lot of street theater onto you,
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
So, like, okay, I'll give you one example. When I went to the shop, they use a kid. There was this woman in her burqa.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if she's a real mom lady. Maybe she just did the costume thing.
Okay.
And then she was with a little who was like 9 years old girl or 10 years old,
Mhm.
and the 10 years old little girl had a pram stroller, and then while she's pushing the stroller behind me, it almost hit my ankle, my while walking.
Wow.
So I know for sure that they are pups. So what I
Right.
did, I changed my direction,
Okay.
and right when I changed my direction, that little girl already is waiting on the other side to do
Wow.
it again. So
Wow.
that they're trying to provoke me to do something. Imagine if I did something to that little girl,
Okay.
and it's on the CCTV of the center.
Mhm.
Of course, they're going to complain, and it's a little girl, you
Right.
know,
Right.
a 9, 10 years old girl. So
Right.
I ignored that because they're trying to provoke me. This is a street theater. This
Yeah.
is a manipulation and deception.
Mm. Man, we
Okay,
got we
I'll
got
give
a
you
we got a comment.
okay.
We got a comment. They want to know where can they find you on Facebook. What is your name on Facebook? How can they find you on Facebook?
Just remove the Y Pearl Gardiner.
Okay,
Pearl.
Pearl Gardner on Facebook, guys. If you guys want to connect to Pearly, it's Pearl Gardner on Facebook, man. And if you guys are just
And
now,
by the way, next you will be on my Facebook Live blog. Okay.
okay, good deal, man. Good
You
deal, man.
promised that, man.
Good deal, man. That's awesome. That was awesome.
The sooner the better. Okay. Who's praise Jesus?
Thank
Huh?
you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see
Okay.
here. A big shout out to Autumn, man. The sooner the better. Awaken Pearly information is so important. Yes, it is, man. Man, I would just,
Oh,
big shout out to everybody tuning in. If you're just now tuning in, don't forget to smash that like button for every TI, man. If you do have a YouTube channel and you are watching right now, and you post and you talk about and you speak out against this, type it in the comment section right now. Let us know that you are out here and you advocates and you are actually standing up for the community and you want to speak out against this. And I encourage everyone to do it, man, because just like Pearly said earlier, man, I asked myself the same question, Pearly. Like, do I want to know, am I better off knowing about this or just walking around blindfolded? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And I came to that conclusion, man. They were doing all kinds of smear campaigns on me around here where I live, and I don't know any of these people, man, and they were just going to town. I would go out places and they'd be snickering and laughing and and they know how to push our buttons, right? Like they know what can get under our skin, and they'll use those tactics to do that, man. And we just got to rise above it, man. We definitely just got to rise above it, man, and keep our eyes focused on the Lord and His will for our life, man. And it's something more than any of this targeting or anything that they doing to us, man. Right, Pearly?
That's very true. And don't lose your faith in God. You know, whatever really faith you got. If you are Buddhist or Hindu, spirituality in you, because according to Dr. Eric Carlson, this is a satanic program.
Yes.
It got something to do with Satan, whatever
Oh yeah.
rituals or whatever they do. Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's like an experiment on science and spirituality, science, technology and spirituality. That's what they're experimenting on us.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It's
Definitely.
just I can't fathom this. And it's in the Bible that all these things that are given us, the energy, they're using that on us. And when God's wrath is ready on that day of Armageddon, God will, I believe that God will use use nature to vindicate for all of us, to wipe out all this in this world. That's for sure. Okay. I may die tomorrow next, but I resurrection. That we will, all the targeted individuals will make it to the God. That's for sure.
Okay.
We will enter God's self.
That's right, man. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. We love you guys. God bless you guys, man. This is the NEXXTIME podcast, man. Don't forget to smash that like button for every TI, man. Not for me, not just for Pearly, but for everybody in the struggle that's going through this, man. You guys are important, man. You guys matter, man. And you guys are blessed, man. And I want you guys to hear that from me. And I want you to know that you guys are blessed, man. My boy Andy B 5.0 says, for sure, next level, becoming conscious of your targeting does give you more of an advantage. As when I didn't know about all of this and was being targeted, it was a lot harder. Yes, it was, man. That was awesome, man. Awesome comment, Andy. That was awesome, man. I remember when I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh my God, people following me around. I'm like, Pearly, I was so scared, man. I was so scared. Like, I didn't know what was going on. But then I don't know if you went through this, but for a minute I thought I was going crazy. Like I thought I was like bugging out and paranoid. I had gotten to so many different situations and mixed with this targeting, man. And then when I found out that it wasn't just me, that it was other people being affected by this, like I don't know, man. Like I don't know, Pearly. Like a light bulb just cut on for me, man. Like I just felt like I started getting inspired again. Like I started wanting to write music and get musical again. And, because for a while I just didn't want to do it anymore. And that kind of killed me too, man. But, man, what kind of things do you do, Pearly, to take your mind off from, all of this stuff that comes along with this gang stalking and targeted individual program?
That's good. Thanks, Jay. I don't really have to get into routine. I mean, right after I left the religion, just witness. This is a confession that I think I actually seldom read my Bible, but I know a lot of scripture that is in my heart and also in my mind. But I think I have to get into that routine again, wherein I have to read one scripture a day.
Okay.
In the morning or before going to sleep. But I do exercise. I do my boxing. I have my what do you call that? I have the punching bag at home.
Okay.
And I do my 10-15 minutes Zumba.
Okay.
So I can't go to the gym because all of the perps are there.
Yeah.
So,
they're
perps are there at the gym.
Waiting.
So at the same time, I need to pay for that anyway. So I think Zumba at home, and then I have a job, the cat delivery, that gives me $70 a week. With me and mom, we do it from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Deliver cattle. Of the exercise as well, because we walk and deliver these cattle. But I'm heavily gang stalk when I'm out. They throw a lot of street theater when I'm out. Yeah. So those are the things so far that I do, and I do a lot of research.
Okay.
You know, I print out a lot, and and read about mind control, RNM. I'm there's this I'm educate myself through onlines and learn more about this program.
Okay.
And raising public awareness when I'm out as well.
Okay.
And that includes the perps. I have a moral duty to let know about electronic harassment as
Right.
well at the same time.
Right.
Really hard, love the perps, love the unlovable, love your enemies.
Okay. That's
You know,
amazing. That
it's
was awesome. That's awesome,
it's
Pearly.
really hard, but because we have relationship with God and we love God,
Right.
make it easy for us not to hate them, because the more that we love them, the more that they're why is it that we still love them despite of the things that they're doing to us.
Right. Right.
And you have to deal with a lot of things next, because aside from stalker, that gang stalker is mind controlled and at the same time demons possess.
Mm.
How are you gonna deal with someone who is controlled and demons possess?
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. And to explain to them the same time, all of them are in denial anyway. They are the denial king queens. They
Oh,
will
yeah.
never ever tell you that that they're taking part of the gang stalking.
Okay. Definitely, man, definitely. I got another question for you, Pearly.
Mm.
A lot of you know how they attack us with this remote neural monitoring, and I'm wondering, have you experienced the crazy dreams at night? Does that ever affect you? Because they say that they target us in our dreams, and it's happened to me. I've
Oh
had some
yeah.
crazy dreams. Like, has that happened to you? Does it happen often, or?
I was once or or three times trying to tell me they're gonna shoot me on my head, a bullet.
Mm.
You
Oh
know,
no.
I had a dream like that. And what was the dream? They tried to induce a lot of things on my, it's like kind of like hard to say it on on live. But I told you that next. Remember about the thing that they want you to do, that try to induce in
Okay.
your brain to do,
Okay.
but because of my moral compass, no, I didn't do that. No way I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Okay. Like to stimulate you sexually?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
They use that on my thought to do that.
Okay.
No way.
Okay. No
But
way.
with dreams, I have that it's like they're telling him, we're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gonna shoot me on my head. Yeah,
Mm.
I had dreamed that like three times, I think, of the dream. Yeah, but I
Mm.
think that those dreams were what you call it, induced dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of I think it's
Yes,
due to the RNM, the remote neural monitoring.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Man, that is something, man. So, do you have any issues getting to sleep? Or can you just lay down, go to sleep, and get good rest? Or how's your sleeping situation?
Okay, with my sleeping situation, lately, my earliest is 12 midnight, okay? But if I go 12 midnight, the following day, I wake up 10 a.m. I'm kind of like thinking, okay, 10 hours of sleep. So I think I still get 8 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's still good. But if I can go early,
Okay.
the thing is, I have to pick up my daughter at 10 o'clock
Okay.
at work. So when she comes home, she takes shower and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She used the Wi-Fi, and I go to sleep without switching off the Wi-Fi. So
Mm.
I don't want her to use her data, because she can go over her data and then she has to pay for that. So I don't want that to happen. So, so I say 12. If I go to bed 12, I wake up 10 a.m. So I still get the 8 to 10 hours sleep.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
still good with that. And I know that a lot of noise campaign, They, you know, all of my bogus neighborhood watch will come up with a lot of things, pushing the trolley,
Mhm.
pushing the bin trolley. But I got a music on my head so I can sleep and I can't hear those noise campaigns that they have.
Okay. That's great, man.
Yes.
Praise Jesus
Yeah.
says, love the unlovable Pearly Gardiner. She was responding to when you said we have to love
Yeah.
the perps. That's definitely,
Yes.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And also,
And
when you have those scary dreams, she said, praise Jesus says, cancel and rebuke all dreams from the enemy upon wakening. That is awesome, too. That is
very.
awesome, guys. Yeah, man. So, guys, what she's saying is if you're having these crazy nightmares and you know that these dreams are not from God, when you wake up, you
Yeah.
cancel that dream. You cancel it and send it back to her, put a return to the sender sticker back on it, man. Cancel it, man, and enjoy it and thank God for another day, man, and get it going. Definitely. Pearly, so have you ever met any other TIs like in the flesh? Like, have you ever met any real TIs in real life?
No, no, I haven't. I
Okay.
haven't.
Okay.
I need to meet someone in Australia, but I don't know. He's an old. I don't know if there's any chance of reconciliation later on. We still follow each other on YouTube.
Mhm.
I'm gonna mention the name. Yeah, if there's reconciliation because I learned a lot from that TI. I learned a lot from
Okay.
TI,
Good deal.
and there are just a lot some issues that probably that came our way, I guess. But I'm open to reconciliation, But
Okay.
I don't know. I don't. I maybe it's gonna be you next. Are you gonna coming
Yeah,
to Australia?
I'm
Let me.
definitely, yeah, definitely coming to Australia, man. Definitely coming to Australia, man. I can't wait, man. I'm gonna document the whole thing, post videos about it. We're gonna get out here and probably we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him when we see him, right? We're
Yeah,
gonna.
but next, what? How is your targeting? Are you getting gang stalk as well? Gang stalk when you're out?
Yeah, it happens. It happens, but I don't focus on it. And if they don't get too crazy, I just kind of like, you know,
Ignore,
yeah, I just
ignore
kind of
them. Yeah,
ignore it. Yeah, because when you feed into it, like
yeah.
when you go out looking for it, you're gonna find it. And it's gonna keep you're gonna keep seeing it, and you're gonna see that type of targeting increase. I've definitely
Mm.
been game stalked. Do you guys have Walmart over there?
Yeah, Costco. It's an American company,
Okay,
so you can buy your
okay,
cases and all American products.
okay, okay. Yeah, man. You know, like I haven't really had any perps really like like how the guy did on the motorcycle with you. I haven't never had anything that intense, but I've definitely been followed and watched and laughed at, ha ha ha, and like they try to make fun of you or try to like gaslight you and bright you, but I just curb them, I just act like it ain't nothing. Like I'm to the point now where I have so much anger inside of me from all of this stuff. Like if a perp did do something like that, I would really punch a hole in his head. And like I want to try and keep it cool and clean, because they'll take that opportunity when you react to try and incarcerate you. You know what I mean? Even though you were
It's true.
provoked and put in that situation to make that thing happen. So I just want to say a big shout out to everybody that's watching the podcast right now. It's amazing, man. It's on fire right now. And if you are like, when real TIs get together, right? When real TIs come together, they don't like it and they try to do things. They try to bump people off or to block their sound or to block the audio or the visual. If that happens, if you guys experience any connection issues or difficulties, just hit the refresh button, little turn with a little arrow. Hit the refresh button and we'll pop back and we'll come back like new, man, and we'll keep this thing going, man. Andy B 5.0 says, Sweet Pearl, can we sort it out? Can we sort it out? Let's sort it out, man. Let's sort this out, man.
Oh my God.
Man.
Okay.
Andy B, man, call us up right now, man. Call us up right now, man. Is he in Australia? Yo, you know what? If you want to call in, it's we got.
He's in Sydney.
We got link in the description, man, where you can actually call in and from Australia, man. Big shout out to everybody in Australia, man. Big shout out to Awakened State of Mind in Australia, man. His channel is amazing. I love his channel, man. Big shout out to Praise Jesus, man. She's doing some amazing things, man. She's starting a prayer group, Pearly. Man, it would be amazing, man, if you would lock into the prayer group, man, and she probably will definitely reach out to you, man. We'll definitely talk to you about that. Anybody that's serious about praying against this thing, man, and you know, standing up to the enemy and looking them in the face and telling them to be gone, that's what we are all about, man. That's what we are all about, man. Everybody that's tuning in, man, we love you guys. Pearly, do you have anything that you want to say to the people right now?
Is Awaken in Brisbane? Is he the one you're telling me you're going to visit?
I'm not sure what part of Australia he is in, but that's my guy, man.
Oh.
I'm definitely gonna go link with him, man. That's my guy, man. His channel is amazing. He's doing some amazing things, man, and you know, we you know, we're not hiding no more. You know, we're not gonna sit back and let them just do us any kind of way, man. We feel called to, you know, put things in motion and make it happen, and like that, you know, and by the grace of God, you know, he's gonna see these things come to pass. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's Brisbane. So
Brisbane, yep,
Awaken.
Brisbane,
Yeah.
yep, Brisbane. Shout out to Brisbane, man. We out here, man.
Yeah.
We coming out. We coming, man. Sydney, Brisbane, we coming. We definitely
Okay, and
coming.
next you asked Merely what to say.
Well, if I was just wondering if you had anything
Yeah.
that you wanted to get off your
Yeah,
chest
I
right
just
now in the moment.
Okay, I will have my upcoming demonstration for my second demo with the campaign for Decency Australia.
Okay.
It's gonna be on 19th of May, and I'm not sure if it's in Parramatta or in Granville, but I will keep you posted on that. And also, I'm still looking for three more people to join my organization campaign in Australia, so that I can register this as an organization in New South Wales, because I need 3 more people. And just raising public awareness. Also, guys, Andy B, if you're watching, you can privately message me where to sell my empty bottles, because I heard that these empty bottles, recycling bottle, when you sell is 10 cents. And because, you know, when I do my printouts, it costs money, and you I earn $30 a week, so I need to sell these empty bottles, recycling bottles somewhere in Sydney, and I need to find out the where to sell those empty bottles, so that I can make my flyers that I give out and hand out to, you know, raise public awareness. And I think that's my new advocacy now. Next is to raise public awareness about this unconstitutional program, illegal program. Just to clarify things here, this is not an anti-government organization.
Right.
This is not an anti-government demo. This is to recapture the system. This is to recapture humanity. I believe that there are still Australian federal police, still, you know, security intelligence agents there with a are really good, but to come forward and speak out about this. Whether they are retired military personnel or, you know, or ones, to come forward. I beg you, I appeal to you to do something about this. You know, it's been there for the last 7 years. It's like a family business. But just think about you. You are part of that Agenda 21. Unless if you are a millionaire, if you are Bill Gates, if you are Oprah, you know, you are one of the Illuminatis, you can, no problem with you. You will not be, but you're part of the agenda. Gang stalkers also being experimented upon.
Right.
That's that you don't know.
Definitely, definitely,
You know,
man.
they also have the brain frequency, man. They have your brain frequency. You are also mind controlled
Right,
if you're a gangster.
right, right.
So that's my appeal. That's my appeal. And if this podcast will by the director of the Australian Security Intelligence Organization, Mr. Don Lewis, I appeal to you, sir. I don't know you personally, and to the Mr. Paul Lyman, the director of the Australian Secret Intelligence Services, Australia. I don't know you personally, sir, but I appeal to you, please. I'm not saying that you are an enabler of this program. All I'm appealing to you is to reassess, reevaluate those people that
Right.
your not superior, your subordinates. So
Right.
please do something. Do
Right.
something about it.
Do something
Do
about
something
it.
about
Do
this.
something about
Please.
it. Right, right, right now. Do something about it, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's all what I can say next, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm looking in the comments. I see my friend Amanda. Welcome to the podcast. Good morning.
What's the honor?
Big shout out to Amanda.
Oh, great.
She says, good
Break
morning.
them.
With the person who has the prayer ministry, please pray to break the monarch mind control program throughout the earth. That was awesome. All right, praise Jesus.
Yeah.
Praise Jesus. Do you see that? Yeah. All right. Definitely, definitely. So, Pearly, I got another question for you, man. So when you're out, you know, being an activist and like, you know, getting the word out about this program, right? And you're out passing out flyers. What is the reaction that you get from people when you're telling them about this, you know, about what's going on, about, you know, the program, the electronic harassment?
Okay.
What are the reactions that you get from people? I'm pretty sure you might get a mixed reaction from certain people.
Mixed reaction in the sense that if you get, you hand that flyer to a perp, of course, when you talk about gang stalking to a perp, of course, they don't want to hear anything more about it because they're a stalker.
Okay.
But what I do now is that if I know that it's a stalker, I you know, I think I have to focus more on the electronic harassment.
Okay.
Because, you know, and then I start by saying I have a duty to let you know about electronic harassment. You know, whether you're a gang stalker or not, that's how I say it.
Okay.
And then put in the websites, the helpful websites where to find those websites and learn more about electronic harassment.
Okay.
They always say questions like, who is targeting you? Who do you think is targeting you? You know, the perp, they always ask me that question.
Yeah.
Who is targeting you?
Wow. Wow.
You know,
Man.
yeah.
Man. Oh, man. If you guys are just now joining us, man, we appreciate you. We love you guys. This is the NEXXTIME podcast, man. What this is an interactive podcast, guys. If you're here, it's not by mistake, okay? You're probably going through some things. You might identify as a targeted individual. You might be going through some things, okay? We encourage you guys, do not be scared, man. Speak out about what's going on, man. You know, you got to be careful, too, at the same time, you know. I know going through these things, right, Pearly, it's hard to trust people, situations, jobs, relationships. Like, it's really hard to trust, isn't it, Pearly?
Well, next, that's a good question. Actually, I kind of like think of my ex-husband, the father of my two children, the German-Australian and the Australian. I even say the word no regrets. I cannot say that word regret because in the first place, they've infiltrated my life.
Okay.
But I guess there's no regret in the sense on my end. No regrets in the sense that I love them with that, you know,
Okay.
that that were intimate uh, moments that I had with them was my end was real,
Okay.
you know. So I think that part I will never ever have that regrets, and most especially having my kids and he's old now and 14. They are the blessings from Jehovah God,
Okay.
Yahweh, and that in the Bible that children are a gift from God. So you know, regardless of how they were made, they were product of a COINTEL Pro script. You
Okay.
know, I will always treasure that and cherish that because they're my flesh and blood. They're
Okay.
my children. You
Okay.
know, but I don't hate my husband. That's for the record. I hate what they did. Yes,
Okay.
but them as a person, no.
Mm.
They probably that became a lifestyle to them. That their grandparents, their parents were gang stalkers or maybe handler reasons. Who knows? You know. But yeah, that's that I will never ever regret having my children from the perps.
Okay.
Uh, and I am a real person, genuine. It's just that we are, you know, pulled and played around
You're right.
my emotions.
Right.
So what can we do now that I'm awakened? I guess it's like that song. If I should love again,
Hey.
if I found someone new,
Okay.
maybe I will someone that is like what you said, that is who can relate to
Yes.
on you know.
Yes.
But I think I'm too old for the next.
No, never. No, we are never too old. Never, my friend. Never. And that was
Actually,
awesome.
I'm only 3 years old because I'm 43. Life begins at 40,
Okay.
so I think I'm 3 years old.
Okay. Well, you know what, man? I think that there is the time is right. The time is right now, and you're never too old, man. Never too old. Definitely, man.
That's true. That's very true, Nick. So that's my answer to your question about when it comes to that.
Oh man. So guys, if you are just now tuning in, man, this is the Next Time podcast. I am your host, NEXX. Next level, man. This is my co-host today, Pearly Gardiner, man. She's residing all the way out of Australia, man. You got a lot of people here, Pearly, in the States that's throwing disinformation out and talking like, oh, you know, this is not a real thing and it's just demon spirits and their government isn't involved, you know, and it doesn't happen worldwide. But I just feel so blessed that you're here, man, to share your story and your testament and to tell people that this is a real thing. You know what I mean? This is a real thing, and it really happens. It's not just here. It's not just in your backyard, and it's, you know, it's satanic. It definitely is, but it's called
Yes,
horse, and
yes,
it's a lot of layers to this thing. You know, what do you?
yes,
What
yes.
have you ever seen it on YouTube? Have you ever seen these people talking like, oh, there's no such thing as they don't gang stalk you. It's all demon spirits. Like, have you ever seen
No,
crap like that on YouTube?
yeah, I get a lot of trolls comments on my YouTube or and also on Facebook. Definitely, of course, these are this information, and they stage a lot of their videos as well. So that's why if you're a real TI, you really have to gauge it, use your discernment.
Right.
I have my way I gauge it. I have that requirements or what you call this. When I see if it's fake, if it's stage, you know, if it's
Okay.
a fake video or a stage video, you know, because they're good. The trolls are really good in mimicking
Okay.
everyone, all the TIs, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
They even street theater online
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
street theater online. Like, it's like they're having what's this conflict in that conversation in that issue, this
Mhm.
information, but actually they're friends. What
Okay.
I mean. So
Okay.
the real TI is like, oh, I'm lost. What I do when I get notifications on that, I just avoid myself from, you know, giving into that situation scenario, you
Okay.
know, whatever they're talking about, you know.
Okay.
That's what I do next. And it's kind of hard. It's really hard about this because a lot of TIs. I've been through a lot. I used to have my Facebook live blog with TCI from Hawaii, and then it happened to be a fake TI.
Oh my
So it's
God,
and
man.
probably they think that I'm going to be emotionally attached to her and going to be independent on her, but I wasn't at all. It did not affect me at all
Okay,
when I lost
man.
her, like after
Wow.
3 years. Yeah,
That, you know
that's
what?
why I said to you next, if you're an agent, you know. If you're an agent and you're coming to Australia and I'm going to be your tour guide, don't tell me.
No, man. I promise. I am going. I am.
Just kill it. Next, just kill me with kisses, the chocolate.
Oh man, Hershey kisses, right? No, I
The
promise.
kisses.
I promise you, I am not an agent. I promise you, I am not an agent, man. I'm just
I
a
know you're
regular.
laughing.
I'm just a regular person that's going through this, just like you, man. And man, I gotta address something really quick, man. Andy B, man, big shout out to you, man. I see you calling in, man, but actually the Skype thing, like my system is a little shaky, you know what I mean? So I if I answer the call, like it's like distorting it and making it a little you know, it's like making the audio and like distorting it a little bit, but I promise you, bro, we will connect. I will connect with you, man. We definitely gonna get it going, man. But like we're live right now, so you know, it's quiet, my friend. You know, but if you can call us up, like there's a phone number
Yeah, the
streaming the,
number. Yeah.
yeah, if you can call us up, you can be patched in, but not through Skype right now, man. You know, like just because we are live right now and but
Actually, if Andy is listening, Andy, you can call the America. Is I think it's only 1 cent per minute, 3 cents. So I don't know. It's cheap.
yeah, man, I would love it if you would call us up, man. But we're definitely gonna lock in, man. And we're definitely gonna get a podcast going, man. So, you know, I did see that you were calling, man. But you know, we're going live right now, and we're gonna definitely connect, though, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. Well, if anybody, man,
And
if anybody feel calls to, you know, call, you got any questions for Pearly? You guys want to talk to her? You want to talk to me live? The number will stream across the bottom, man. You can call us up at any time, man. And you also can, you know, if you got any questions for us, you can put it in the comment section right now, man. Right now.
by the next, I have a question too.
Go for it. Shoot.
Yours, the fallen angel was this the what's it called this? The lyrics of the song was yours,
Yes.
arranged by you.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Fallen
Yeah.
Angels. Yes. That actually that was the last song that I released. That's a great question, man. Thank you, Pearly. Yeah, man, that's the last song that I released. I actually did it on the live stream. Um, man, yeah, me and my brother VZ on there, man, and man, I could pull it up, man. I could pull it up and play it, man. I don't know, man. We'll see if you guys want to check. If you guys want to check out the song, man, put it in the comment box right now, man. I'll pull it up and let you guys check it out if you guys never heard it, man. But
Fallen angel. So why is it's fallen angel? Next, tell me.
well, what inspired the song?
Yes. Why is the song titled Fallen Angel?
Well, that's a great question, man. All right, so with this whole like targeted individual program, like it's definitely like it's a spiritual attack, right? But it spilled
That
into the physical. It spilled into the physical realm, and how they did that?
yes.
How they did that? They did it with this technology, with this fallen angel technology. Okay, the fallen angels, they're demons. You know, they were once in heaven with God, and you know, and they have knowledge that you know to build this stuff and to
Getting
attack us.
heavy.
What to haunt our lives and to mess us up, and you know to put voices in our heads and to attack our organs and to, you know, to just do all of this crazy stuff. And when I learned about that, because I'm like, man, how did this technology get so advanced? Like, you know, and we're just on little iPhones, and we're just, you know. So the more research I started to do, I started to understand where the technology came from. And not only that, you know, like these, just like Brian too said, like these beings are walking along, you know, they are on the surface, you know, some of these fallen angels. They have like some underground stuff. I don't know if people are aware of this, but they have like demons, what they dub as aliens or lizards, or, you know, and they can possess humans and possess clones, and, you know, and
Yeah.
I just learned a lot about it, and I knew that, you know, that had a big deal to do with our targeting, you know, and with the gang stalkers. And some of these gang stalkers, I believe, aren't human. I believe some of them are, you know, fallen angels, you know. And it just inspired me to, you know, it just inspired me to, you know, to just be creative and to correlate that with my own experience and, you know, and my targeting. And I actually had a feature on the song from my brother VZ, you know, and we had just got back together in the studio, and it just came together, it just gelled together. It just gelled together like really organically, man. And we wrote the song and we recorded it in one day. You know, actually I wrote the hook, and he came over and I played the hook for him, and he was just like, yo, man, this is it, man. He was like, yo, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, and it came out.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Is your brother is not targeted? He's
well, it's not my like biological brother, but we grew up together since we were kids.
Your friend.
Yes, he is targeted. Like, he is. His targeting is different than mine's. Like, we are in different programs, but he definitely is targeted, man. I could definitely attest to that, because we grew up since we were kids, you know. So definitely, man.
Well, I'm going to play that. I'm going to share that Fallen Angel on my Facebook.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that, man. That's really nice, man. I got a lot of music, man. Like once I figured out I was a TI, and I just got inspired again to just do music, and like all of my songs are uplifting God and just, you know, talking about my story, you know, as far as the targeting and gang stalking, and, you know, and I'm just doing it layer by layer and just giving them a little piece by piece, man, and I appreciate it, man. I do, man. Hey, yo, if you guys want to see it, man, I'll play it right now, man. Just let me know, man. Put it in the comment box if you guys want to see it, man. I'll pull it up, man.
You play it there while Andy's so you can play it.
Okay, I'll pull it up, man. I'll pull it up for you guys, man. I appreciate that, man. How did you come across that song, Pearly? Were you just
last night? I told you last night I watched podcast.
Okay.
It was like 5 hours. 5 hours while I was doing my sorting out my flyers last night, and yeah, so I watched 2 of your podcasts. And that's when I'm Fallen Angel. Wow. I actually even shared it live at Facebook last night.
Wow, man. I really appreciate that. I really do, man. I really do, man.
And I like that part inserted that clip wherein it was like a human being, and then half is like robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because that's their people. They want to dehumanize everybody.
Yeah.
Robotosa, whatever how you pronounce it, robotize and humanize everyone. That's what they're doing.
Definitely, you know? Man, definitely. Okay, well, check it out, guys. I'm gonna play my song for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you guys do. This is called Fallen Angels. This is with my guy
Fallen
VZ.
Angel.
With my guy VZ. Pearly Gardiner's request. We're gonna get into that, and then we'll come back after it. All right, guys. Let me know what you think.
How this happened? Man, trusting these fallen angels. They made a. They got spacecraft, all this stuff. All this technology that we got came from them.
They're already fallen beings. They're Satan's pawns.
Exclusive.
They're Satan's agents. They're his generals. They're people, beings that were with him and helped him instigate the last rebellion.
It's been hard to maintain. Now, just go through the same things. Wow, I keep seeing strange things around, like fallen angels on the ground, dirty snowflakes from the great cloud, falling all the way down, stalking, walking, follow me around.
Surround sound recordings.
I can hear him calling. It's early in the morning. I can see they falling. In my feelings, I be all in, take caution. We don't trust any of these people that we know. It was all good a week ago. They were trying to get me sleeping though. Same ones try to stress you that you next to. They only out to get you. What's your next move? Person trying to test you just to get through. 12 wanna arrest you, set traps to catch you. These evil men don't know who they believing in. They cutting angels out and letting demons in. They targeting our peoples on the street again. They brainwashing the masses watching CNN. It's been hard to maintain. Now, just go through the same things. Wow, I keep seeing strange things around, like fallen angels on the ground, dirty snowflakes from the great cloud, falling all the way down, stalking, walking, follow me around.
Surround sound recordings.
Calling on the name, they be deceiving us. Up against the throne, they don't believe in us. Running out of time, so they need to run. The secrets inside is keep it on the high. It's done inside the dark and coming to the light. Search what's in your heart if you ain't moving right. Cause it's all a loss if you ain't choosing Christ. We all get held accountable what you doing now. It's been hard to maintain. Now, just go through the same things. Wow, I keep seeing strange things around, like fallen angels on the ground, dirty snowflakes from the great cloud, falling all the way down, stalking, walking, follow me around. I can see the angels.
Surround sound recordings.
And then they're gonna just start forcing it because the fallen angel offspring is ruthless. So when it gets ready to do the mark of the beast, it won't be man controlling it. They're gonna show who they are. They're not gonna sugarcoat nothing anymore. When the thing finally comes down to the mark of the beast, these angels gonna show who they are, and they everywhere. Everybody you thought was a friend, they're gonna come out of that.
Surround sound recordings.
Alright, guys. I think I can, Pearly, I think I can hear like an echo from your speakers. Hit the mute button on it. Please hit the mute button.
Right, sorry. Hello. Right? Sorry. What
I don't know what
happened?
that is. I hear the echo from your speakers. Yeah, you gotta mute your YouTube. Guys, oh my god, if you guys heard a real high pitched screech, man, we apologize about that, man. There was some echoing going on. But yeah, that was my song, man. That was Fallen Angels, man.
Fallen Angel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what a story.
Yeah, man. It's definitely on the channel right now. It's definitely on the channel right now, man. We hope that cause I was hearing it was like on the you can hear the echo through the speakers. So if you guys heard that, we apologize about that, man. But if you want to hear the song, man, I got a lot of music, man. It's on my channel. It's all about my targeting, man.
That was awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm gonna put that one more time. That was awesome. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Definitely, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. I got a lot of music coming. A lot of things we doing, man. Actually, me and Awakened State, we got some things coming too, man. I don't want to say too much, but you guys just be out on the lookout, man. Definitely, definitely, man. I just, you know what it was, Pearly? Like, you know, I always been a musical guy. You know, I always been writing and recording and producing ever since I was a kid. And you know, when things going crazy with the targeting, man, like, I always wanted to do that, but I just gave up. I was just like, yo, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want nothing to do with this. Like, I was just so fed up. You know, when you going through this program, like, you go through so much, you know, and that was one thing that I let go of. And when I found out about my targeting, it was like I just got inspired again. Like, I just felt called to do it, man. And I just, you know, and I just, like, every tune that I came up with, man, it's all about my story. Like, it's all about, you know, and it's glorifying the Lord. It's not like, you know, how my music used to be, like a lot worldly and, you know, talking about drugs and sex and more drugs and more sex, you know, and money, and, you know, that's basically, you know, and who's the best and who's the nicest, and I'm better than you, and I'll shoot you, you know, and, you know, I just got inspired to, you know, do more positive and to talk about my story, and that's how that came about, you know. So big shout out to you, Pearly Gardiner, for suggesting that, man, and that we play that. And big shout out to Kim, man. Big shout out to Kim Morrell. Big shout out. She's in the BK, Brooklyn. Big shout out. Welcome to the podcast. BK in the house. Big shout out to Kim, man. I love her, man. She's heavily targeted. She's going through some things, man, and I love her channel, man. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for rocking with us, man. Oh man, Pearly, this is an amazing show. I told you it's gonna be amazing, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it is amazing.
Yeah, man. Told you we're gonna have a great time, man. And if anybody is going through anything right now, man, and you want to talk about it, you got any questions for me or Pearly, man, you can hit us on the line right now, man. Andy B, we gonna definitely get with you, man. Definitely gonna get with you, my boy. Big ups to you, man, and big ups to Australia, man. So Pearly, man, what things is it to do in Australia without? Is there anything that we can do out there without being affected, or not affected, but without being harassed? That's by the perps out there.
Okay, the thing is this: is you're an American citizen, in America, so your handler is in America. I don't know how it will be when you come here. Probably, of course, they have to contact their because this is an organized. This is worldwide. This is global. So I don't know. Your handler should be in contact with whoever from the intelligence agency, I guess, for sure. But you know, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe you are in a different program compared to mine. So, but gang stalking is per se is a gang, right? So when you come here, and I will be your tour guide.
Okay.
Of course, whatever stimuli that you are sensitized with America, when you come to Australia, then they're gonna throw that on you. When I'm out there showing you the kangaroo or the koala,
okay.
Probably I don't know what they're gonna do, but you know, it's a psychological, it's a psyop. I don't I don't think that they're going to like do something to harm you physically, but for sure they're gonna let you engage with conversational situational scenarios, because remember, according to Brian Q, based on manipulation and deception. Okay,
right.
So I will make sure that when I go in at the airport, it's the real Pearl picking you up, not the cybernetics human being.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, the cloning, cloning.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Man, it's gonna be amazing, man. Like, is the weather warm out there all year, or do y'all get a little
All right,
snow?
so we have Australia is 4 seasons, so we have winter, spring, summer, fall.
Okay.
All you've got to do is call.
Hey.
And I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. Seasons, okay? We have.
Hey, that was awesome. Hold up, man.
Winter, spring, and we have. Right now it's June. It's already autumn.
You got a beautiful voice, man. Your voice is beautiful, man.
Oh, you too, man. You too.
We got to get you on some music, man.
All right, 7 songs that I've composed.
Okay.
With that celebrity, I think I'm gonna start to compose a song about my targeting.
Yes, that would be amazing, man. That would be amazing. That would
Great
be amazing.
Piece, beautiful. Oh, thank you. You've got a friend. That's the song.
Definitely. Big shout out to Kim Morrell, man. Big shout out to BK in the house.
Hi, next. Awaken the state of mind targeted in Australia in Brisbane. In Brisbane, it's in Queensland. It is more tropical air. It's kind of like Florida.
Okay.
But in Sydney, we have like 4 seasons in one day.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, in one day.
Wow.
But it's nice there. You can go to a lot of beaches in Queensland.
Wow. Man. How far is it? How far is Brisbane from Sydney?
To fly from Sydney to Brisbane, it's an hour flight. To drive, I think, to Melbourne. Sydney to Melbourne was 10, 11 hours. I think it's the same as Brisbane if you drive to Brisbane. Am I correct? Awaken mind? Yeah, 11. But 1 hour flight from Sydney.
Right. He said we can.
Don't worry, Nick.
Okay.
You'll get $99 return from Tiger Airline.
Okay.
Yeah, $99.
Okay. Good deal, man. I'm not worried at all, man.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be a great situation, man. I just feel blessed to even know you guys and to be able to do this, man. Awaken State says we can compose a collab hip hop track at Pearl. Oh, he's putting it together for you. That's awesome.
14 hours drive. We can drive there. We can go drive.
Okay. 14 hours to Sydney.
I drive 7 hours.
He said 14 hours to Sydney. Man, that is amazing, man. I can't wait, man. I always felt a connection to Australia, though. I really did. I love the culture. I like the color, how the money is all different colors, and it's really cool, man. I've never seen a kangaroo in my life. I would definitely want to see one of them. Are the kangaroos gang stalkers too? Are they like?
What if they are microchipped? They're probably for smart. Yes.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do any kangaroo stalking.
See, here we got deer here. They run in the street, and out there they got the kangaroos, man. Oh man. So Pearl, I got another question, man. Have you ever experienced the workplace mobbing? Is that heavy out in Australia?
Wow. That's really a good question. But now, if connecting the dots, when I was still employed, doing similar work when the time I wasn't yet awakened, it's not more. Mine wasn't not really on mobbing. It's on a lot of street theater just to get that reaction from me. How I'm going, like one of the staff from the job. I was in security.
Okay.
The street theater scenario was one of the staff from that store that I was looking after as a security guard. Having this, he's already having this conflict conversation with one of the customer who was served, and they want me to do something. What I did was that, oh, I'm gonna do my rounds at the back. So what I did, I went inside the store, and then when the staff came in, I said, just ignore him, But I think they want me to get involved and do something.
Okay.
So that's one thing. There, it's more on a street theater and scenarios, but not mobbing, mobs, and they bully. I haven't experienced that. I did not experience that during my synthetic reality journey. I did not.
Okay. Okay.
But right now, when I go to work, right now when I go pick up can, I think I can say yes, but I ignore them,
Right. That's the best
Yeah,
thing to do. That's the best thing to do, right, Burley? It's just to ignore them.
Can you ask Praise Jesus why nothing? Ha ha ha, she said.
They were laughing about the kangaroo. The kangaroo.
Oh, the kangaroo.
Stalking. Yeah, in Australia. Yeah.
Maybe awakened state of mind can drive up to Sydney, and then we can pick you up.
Right. Man, we're gonna.
And it's straight to Kangaroo Land.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna figure it out, man.
Next, have you tried a kangaroo meat? It's yummy.
Never had it before, man.
I've tried it once.
They were saying something about halal. Like, is it halal? The kangaroo meat halal?
Oh well, I don't know, but I think you can buy halal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Cool, man. Big shout out to Australia, man. If you guys are just now tuning in, man, this is the NEXXTIME podcast. I am your host, Next Level, man. NEXX. To the right of me is my good friend, my pal, man, my partner, my PIC, my partner in Christ, Pearly Gardiner, residing all the way from Australia, man, and it is real, Sydney, Australia, man. Yes, this gang stalking is real, okay? It's around the world. It's everywhere, okay, guys? It's not just in your backyard, man. No, it's not just demon spirits, even though there is demon spirits involved in this whole targeting situation. But I do have a question for you, Pearly. Now, are you a flat earther? Like, do you believe that the earth is flat, or do you believe that the earth is a round globe sphere? What is your opinion on that?
Oh my God. What does the Bible say about it? They said before that the earth is hanging in an elephant thing, but I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe. So if it's flat or round, why is it important to know about that? I don't know. I'm not really. That's my question. What significance of believing in that? Tell me why.
I mean, I kind of agree with you on it, but there are a lot of people who are really passionate about, whether the earth is flat or whether it's a round ball, and, I just want to...
Well, I believe that 75% water, and then 25% earth.
Okay.
So, but if it's flat or round, man, to be honest with you, if the Bible says it's flat earth, then I believe in what the Bible says. Yeah, I believe in what the Bible says then. Because praise Jesus said it's flat earth. So
right. Definitely. Guys, if you are tuning in, what do you guys think, man? This is a question to you guys. Do you guys believe that the earth is flat, or do you guys believe that it is a round sphere? What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think?
Actually, next I have a question to you too.
Okay.
Do you believe that there is other life existing in other planets? There are 9 planets, and Earth is one of them. Do you believe, or only Earth?
Man.
I go with what the Bible say though.
Right. Me too. I'm gonna
Okay,
go with
what
the
the
Bible
Bible
says.
say?
I go with the Bible.
Only planet Earth have human beings. If you go, the scientists they do a lot. They went to Mars, right? Went to Mars, planet Mars, and
Okay.
what did they found there? They found water there or salt.
Okay.
They haven't found any living things in the planet Mars. Only on Earth. The Bible says only on Earth we have living things, the plants,
Right.
and human beings. We are the ones. So I don't believe that there are. That's what they're trying to find out. And I heard a news. I don't know if it was a fake news, an article online that to drill the planet Earth, to drill. I don't know how deep, to just find out something. I don't know.
Okay.
These
Man.
these scientists are just like just they just want to become like God. That's all what I'm.
Yeah.
And what's happening with the cybernetics human being? I believe in cybernetics human beings, but I don't believe in alien. That is full stop. When you say alien, aliens should come from other planets that comes and then come to Earth. That aliens, I don't believe in that. But I believe in cybernetics human beings that are created using synthetic genes. I believe in that.
Man, I'm looking at the comments here, man, and everybody is on the flat Earth. This is a flat Earth we live on. Everybody, we're on the flat
Yeah. It's flat Earth, so I believe in what the Bible
Oh
says.
yeah, and big shout out to Autumn too, man. We're so blessed to have you here. We're so blessed to have everybody joining us today on the podcast, man. This has been an amazing podcast, man. If you guys are not a part of the family, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Don't waste no time. Turn on the post
And by the
notification.
way, see more. According to his name is Michael F. Bell. He is author and he's an author. He's Canadian American and he's a TI. And he told Ella Free on the Ella Free podcast show that it used to be science fiction, but now it's science fact. See?
Okay.
Those things that are used to be science fictions are now science fact. Like the Matrix.
Right.
Matrix. Have you watched Matrix?
Oh man, that was one of my favorite movies, man.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
So now it's science fact. And also to yeah, just go ahead. I forgot my chain.
I love that, man. Yeah. Okay. So does that ever happen to you? You know, as far as the electronic harassment, have you ever, you know, with these frequencies? You know, I know it happens to me quite a bit. Like, I'll know what I want to say, Pearly, and I'm like, and then right as I go to try and say it, and then I'll just lose it, and I'm just like, what? And I'm trying to like figure out what was it that I wanted to say. Like, does that happen to you quite often?
It happened to me last week. I forgot where I parked my car, so
Okay.
it was terrible. I was the one lost, but the car wasn't lost. So now I said to myself, now I go to the shopping center, I'll take a picture where I park my car.
Right.
So it's like memory loss, as in, yeah, I think they can do that too. They can do that on the brain.
Yeah, man. I think
See, they can do brain mapping. They can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they can erase memories. They can once, according to the only Brian Chu, you know, your active memory, 30 seconds less after thinking of that, it become a memory already.
Right.
Did you get me? So that active memory is the one they want to find out, because if let's say the thought is this, oh my God, I'm really craving for, I'm gonna see this guy, and it all the every second, every 1 3 hours, you're getting that thoughts. Those thoughts are yours. They're on your thoughts. Okay, so
Right.
you need how how to read your own thoughts
Right.
and your active memory.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn how to read the thoughts that they induce on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So nothing about this before. I always believe that only God can read what's in our hearts and what's in our mind.
Right.
That's what, as a Jehovah's Witness, we've been taught that only God can read what's in your mind.
Right.
God can read what's in our hearts and what's in our mind. But then, now that I'm awakened, see, they use religion to control people.
Okay.
They use religion to control and manipulate the situation and to control and manipulate people,
Right.
particularly the targeted individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to tell my younger daughter, who's still going to church, she's not going to accept that there is a technology that can read her thoughts, because she believes that no, only God can read our thoughts, you know.
Right.
But I told her about lie detector. Lie detector is also being used as a tool to in order to uncover crimes, or it's being used admissible in court.
Right.
It's admissible in court. It can be presented in court. So when I tell her about lie detector, and that's when she shut up. Okay, mom. So it's kind of like hard to, but religion is used to control and manipulate people. That's for sure.
Right.
That's for sure.
Definitely. Andy B 5.0, he says ELF, EMF, and DEWs mess up our brain synapses and causes temporary memory loss for up to a few months. That's a fact. That's a whole fact, Andy. That was awesome.
That's true. Electromagnetic frequency directed enemy weapon nests or the synapse and causes temporary.
Yes, sir.
True. That's very true. Yeah.
Yes. I know when they started zapping me, man, like I was having, like I knew something wasn't right, because you know yourself, like you know how you are, you know how you think, you know how you learn, like once you get a certain age, like you have an idea of who you are, and I started feeling like I was losing it. I'm like, I know I'm not that old to where I'm like not really not learning right, and not I have to read things 3, 4, 5 times and still read it over again to really get it. And it was like, my focus was off, like and I didn't know what was going on at the time, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, they was zapping me and all kind of crazy stuff, man. Autumn says, yes, they torture us in an unthinkably way. They can. We are at war. They have the satanic technology.
Very true. Very true.
Awesome. Big shout out to you, Autumn. Big shout out to you, man. Praise Jesus says, demon spirits mess with our minds also, and that is a fact. But we can rebuke them and cast them into the pit in Jesus' name.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. Big shout out to Praise Jesus with the amazing comments, man. You know what, man? When we have awesome viewers who are rocking with us, man, I just want to let you guys know that you guys are awesome. No matter how hard this targeting may seem right now, no matter what you're facing, man, you guys are amazing, man. We appreciate you, all of you, man. Oh, big shout out to Angie Pittman. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the mic.
Hi, Angie.
Angie Pittman, big shout out to you, man. Welcome to the podcast, man. We love you. God bless you, man. Good morning. Way to start the day, right? Way to start the day. Big shout out to Angie Pittman. Oh, man, this is great, man. Like I was saying, man, everybody who's joining us, man, and everybody who is rocking with us and going through something right now, I just want you guys to know, man, that you guys are special and you guys matter, and it's not the end, man, and it's gonna be okay, and I know it's hard to even conceive that when you have everything working against you, man, and you have no support system. You have nobody who understands what's going on. You have nobody who believes you. But we believe you. I believe you. Pearly believes in you.
Yeah.
We all believe in you, man, and God loves you, and He wants to see you get back up. You know, they knock us down, right, Pearly? But what we do, we get back up again, right?
That's true. That's
We
correct.
get
Yes.
back up again. You know, every time they try to knock us down, we get back up again. And big shout out to my homie Kim Morrell, BK in the BK to the fullest. We out here. Man, I just feel the love right now, Pearly. You feeling the love right now?
Yes.
We feeling the love, man. And it's very important, man, because the love triumphs over all. You know?
Mm.
And
Love conquers all
that's
as
right.
well.
That's right. And that's awesome.
Mm.
That's awesome, man. And if you guys don't know Pearly Gardiner, man, you need to get to know her, okay? She's got an amazing YouTube channel, man. She resides out of Australia, which I will be going there soon. We will be going there soon. Big shout out to Australia, man. And we will be documenting it, man. We will have all of this on our YouTube channels. We will be doing a live stream. We will be doing NEXXTIME live from Australia, right, Pearly?
Yes, we're right in front of the Opera House. Don't worry. I don't think you need any permit to do that.
No.
I think as long as they're not city council will not send the security guards or cops. We will be fine.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, do you have any do you have any new projects or anything that you're working on? Anything that you want to tell the people?
Yeah, right now, just like what I said, next month, May 19, I'm not sure if it's going to be in Parramatta or in Granville. The campaign for this in Australia, 19th of May, it's going to be Saturday from 12 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
The second demonstration, raising public awareness about organized stalking and electronic harassment. And with project, I guess I haven't even started my with yet or any letters that I have to write to like the Attorney General of Australia in New South Wales, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
To the Director Generals of the Australian Security Intelligence Organization and Secret Intelligence Services. I haven't started any letter yet, but I'm intending to, and planning if I can reach out to ministers, senators that represents where I live, things like that, and mayors. I will do start writing the letter to them, emailing them, stuff like that.
Okay.
And just for them to let them know that that this is a concern, that we need to recapture the system, that the citizens of Australia should be the one to come first, and then the government, and then the military, not the other way around, not the military, the citizens. It shouldn't be that way.
Okay.
When the shadow government controls the deep state. We know that, but of course, when I said that, not all politicians are puppets.
Right.
That's for sure.
Definitely.
And in America, it's progressing a lot. In America, there are congressmen and senators that are really, reaching out the AI community there.
Mm.
Like the targeted TI community targeted justice group,
Right.
and a lot of these things,
Right.
So I want the same in Australia to happen. We want Australian Federal Police Cop that is a whistleblower. We are praying for this. But I heard that Julian Assange is actually Australian.
Okay.
What? I don't know that. I didn't know that. I need to do more research on Julian Assange. But someone told me that he grew up in Melbourne, that he's actually Australian. I don't know.
Okay.
We need whistleblowers too in Australia. Like a lot of there in America, you have Brian Chukarn Stewart, you have you have Edward Snowden,
Robert Duncan, Dr. Carl.
Robert Duncan.
Yeah.
Barbara Hartwell from the CIA.
Yeah.
Garrell from the FBI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we need those as well in Australia, but I'm praying really hard.
That's what we need to do. That's what we gotta pray. We gotta pray. we got all of us guys. We all got to come together and we got to pray against this thing, man. And that's one thing that I know works. If that, you know, if nothing else works, prayer definitely works, man. Even when you think it's not working, it's working. You know, that's one thing that.
Collective prayer. Yeah.
Definitely, man, definitely. Now, Pearly, you said something about church, about how things happen in church. You experienced any gang stalking in church? You ever took it?
Oh yes, yeah. That's left the I left the congregation. Yes, I did. Yeah, they did harass me there. When I say sent, every time I arrive at the hall at the church, they usually clean after the meeting, not before the meeting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they harass me, like every time I arrive at church, the smell, the chemical, you know, they let me that's how they show it, that they and so synchronized method as well. You know what synchronized method is?
Yeah.
When you arrive, someone arrive. When you park, someone park behind or adjacent to you, across to you, in front of you. That's in my neighborhood, Bogus neighborhood watch. They're still doing that, but I'm not triggered anymore. I'm more immune to it. I keep documenting it. I still you know, take photos of them and video record them. You know.
Oh,
but yes, I was shut off. That's why I left the religion when I found out that most of these brothers and sisters were actually double agents, bogus 007. Yeah. But having said that, I don't hate them. It's just that the I can't stand the psyop, but the hypocrisy that I've seen, so that they're hypocrites. You know, how can you say you love your neighbor if you're doing an illegal psyop on them?
Right.
You know?
Right. Man, I gotta shout out my homie Kim Morrell, man. Oh man, shout out to you, man. And I am so sorry that this happened to you. She said I got stalked at church at my uncle's funeral, and it was horrible, man. I just want to like extend my arms and like give you a hug wherever you at, Kim, man, because that is not cool. Like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, man. Seriously, man. Man, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't even imagine that, man. Pearly, have you?
So that was.
Have you ever experienced break-ins? You know, things being moved around in your house, things popping up missing.
Oh well, I've experienced gaslighting. You mean? Yes, of course. One example, the T-shirt that I meant to give to a friend, and then I ended up giving TI from Hawaii. That T-shirt was on top of my bed, and then I've been looking for it. I can't find it. And then after a week or 2 weeks, my mom found it in the veranda, inside the inside a plastic bag or something. So that's what they did. Yeah. So they gaslighted me a lot. That's gaslighting and the break-ins. Yeah. And what was the one? Yeah. How about you? Gaslighting done to you?
Oh man, I've been gaslighted by former ex-girlfriends who are, you know what I mean, family members, strangers, perps, you know, like it. Oh man, I have so many stories, Pearly. Like, that's what I use my channel, like, and I tell my story, and I talk about some things here too. One thing that happened to me, like, as far as like the church, like when I first figured out that, you know, about the program and everything, my first thought was, okay, I gotta get this information to the church. So, you know, there are prayer warriors there, and I've seen them pray, and I've seen things happen at this church that I used to not only work at, but used to be a member of. So, you know, when I told them, I'm like, yo, this is happening, blah, 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 you know, and they're like, I'm like, this has been happening to me, like, I know this, like, and they were like, what are you watching the videos on YouTube? Like, well, I just try to, like, they, basically what they were telling me was that none of this stuff was happening. It was just the fear inside it, like, it was like trying to play me like it was a mental disorder that I had, and they were trying to get me to go to a psychologist, and they were like, man, you should take some medication, and they were telling me to stop watching the YouTube videos. They were saying, oh no, none of this stuff is real, like, it's not really real.
They said that to me too. Don't watch YouTube.
Yeah, like, don't watch that stuff, it's not really real, it's just Satan playing. I'm like, yo, this stuff is happening to me, like, that's like me getting, like, stabbed in the Iron Man. I'm sitting there bleeding, and they're like, oh no, that's not really blood, you know, like, I just got stabbed, look at it, you know, I'm telling you, like, it happened to me. But I'm telling you, I'm going through this stuff, and they're like, no, that stuff's not really happening, you know, like, you know, and I really felt hurt and betrayed and abandoned, and like, oh, we're gonna send somebody to pray with you and such, and then they just kind of like, I didn't even really hear from them, like, just kind of like, just left me out to dry, you know. And now, mind you, I had just found out about this stuff, really, like, I just had figured out what was going on. And my first thought was, yo, well, I got to take this to the church. Like, we got to get people to pray about this, you know. And I challenge people, I challenge you guys watching, man. I know people feel some type of way about churches or whatever, but to just ask, you know, whoever is preaching, or, you know, a deacon or anybody who claims to be a child of God, ask them, are they aware of these things that's happening? And then ask them to pray for us. You know, pray with them. Like, I tell them to make people aware about this stuff that's going on. You know, because it's, and I kind of feel like I've done that a few times, and I kind of felt like the people do know about it, but they just look at you and tell you with a straight face, no, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stop watching those videos and such, like. You know, I kind of felt gaslighted, like.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first thought, Pearly, to, like, take this to church, like, take this to the prayer team, and get everybody praying against this thing, man. Because with prayer, we can do anything through prayer. You know what I mean?
Okay. Actually, next, just want to share. Lately, I'm getting a lot of street theaters with gang stalkers saying that I'm going to have my own church.
Really?
I'm going to be, yeah, because that's the way that's part of their psyop, like trying to bully you and tease you about it.
Really?
because they know that you know, because we have that faith in God, and so they try to bully you that, oh, only God is your protection. God is your savior. Like, you know, it's like when they say something to you, it's like they have the empathy saying that to you, but actually they're just trying to, because you know that I know that they're perps. Of course I know what they're trying to tell me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And you're not scared, Pearly. You come right out and tell them, you're a perp. You need to stop gang stalking. Guys, you guys gotta check out Pearly's channel, man. You guys
have you watched one of my video? I got that from Nappy Head Root. They approach, sir, how are you? How long you been in the harassment business, sir?
Right. I love your channel, man. Man, if you guys haven't seen Pearly's channel, man, she is a warrior, man. She is not afraid, man. And that's how we should be, guys. We shouldn't let these gang stalkers and perps and all of this crap that's going on, we shouldn't let this get under our skin. And I know, you know, from somebody who actually goes through it, you know, who's going through it. This is somebody who's going through it that's telling you this. You know, this is not just, don't you hate that, Pearly, when you try to tell somebody who's not going through it and they just got all the answers? Well, what you need to do is just stop listening to that.
You mean someone that is not a gang stalker, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they try to tell us like they got the answers, like they
Okay,
know how to
okay,
do this, like they
okay.
know how to
Next,
navigate through this.
actually, question why there are some non-TI and non. They're not so. They're I don't know that they're TI. They're in denial. They don't want to hear that because when you start telling them about what you're going through, oh my God, I'm not a TI. Like want to hear that. They're in denial of that because
Right,
they're scared. They don't know really how to cope with that if it's them, and that's what I mean.
right.
Mm.
Man,
So
they act like they got all the answers, Pearly, and they don't even know what they talking about. They don't even know. They don't even go through this. You know what I mean?
yes, yeah. And it's kind of like really hard to explain it to someone who
Right,
is not going to
right,
it. And if you're those handouts, those printouts that you search on and show it to them and try to really show organized gang stalking, what are the methods they use, show it to them. They don't want to just listen to it.
right,
And when you tell them reassess, reevaluate your life, where any odd things happened, where things happening lately, they don't even want that. You know what I mean? Because they are blinded by the system,
right,
blinded by the mainstream prostitute media. They
right,
are blinded with commercials that bombarded on TV on them. They are blinded by their love of money, their love of material things.
right.
This is Satan's world. This is Satan's system. He is the God in this. He used possessions. He used promiscuity.
Yep.
And these are the things that he used, Satan used, so that the people that are blinded will succumb to that, and that's why they're motivated doing gang stalking on the side so that they can pay their mortgages.
Right.
See,
Mm-hmm.
they're motivated by materialistic kind of life. Because imagine this program has been there for 70 years.
Right.
70 years. This is
Man.
inherited by their grandchildren. If their parents, grandparents are to that.
Right. Man, big.
And like what I said, if you are in this generation, if your grandparents, great grandparents, and parents are gang stalkers, you gift of God will.
Right.
You use it. Don't be like them
Right.
because it's wrong.
Right.
It's immoral. It's unconstitutional.
That's a fact, man. That is a whole fact, and that was awesome. That was awesome.
Are you not there? Or are you just reading?
That was awesome.
You're not zapped now, being zapped by the CIA there right now. No.
I go through it. I definitely go through it.
Okay.
I definitely go through it. Definitely, man. Big shout out to Kim Morrell, man. She had an awesome question here, man. She says, anyone have any loved ones involved in their targeting? That is a great question. Man, I definitely do. Me personally.
I definitely
it's always
do too.
been like that. Like that's been a main chunk out of my targeting. Like they always like all the way down to my family, friends, supposedly friends, love interests, like man, almost everyone that I do love, my brother, my sister, like I don't really know too much of my family, but the ones that I do know is like, man. What about you, Pearly?
Well, I said it to you last time when we spoke. I had the first cousins, second cousins, and third cousins that are betrayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really heartbreaking, and I'm heartbroken, of course, most especially that in America.
The heartbreak, man. The heartbreak is real.
But what
Makes
can
us
you do?
makes us stronger, though, man.
Mm.
The heartbreak is real, Pearly Gardiner. It definitely is. Andy B 5.0 says all corporations, government agencies, lawyers, judges, seniors, police officers, school, religious institutions, and so on are all infiltrated by a massive
Yes,
network.
definitely, indeed, yes.
That's a fact, bro.
Mm.
That's a fact. Andy B, that's a fact. That's my guy, man.
You can have Andy B next time on your podcast.
Yeah, man. If you guys do want to be a guest on the podcast, man, hit me up, man. Shoot me an email. Let me know. Actually, right now, if you guys want to call in, if you guys want to talk to me or Pearly Gardiner right now, the number is streaming across the bottom right now. You can call in and we will patch you on live on the podcast, man, right now, man. Get involved, man. Use your voice, man. It's all good and it's all love, man. Let's see here. Angie Pittman said, that's how they're stalking me now, too, Kim. I live in an apartment with a lot I'm parked in isn't visible inside my apartment, but trust and believe they're waiting for me right now, 24/7, 365, man. Oh, man, it's rough, man. People are going through it right now, probably. I got a question for you, Brody. Do you have perpy neighbors that you live around? Does it seem like wherever you move, like it's some perpy neighbors that's always doing some weird stuff?
Like I said, this suburb that we live in is a very thickly populated area, and 99% of my bogus neighborhood watch are yeah.
Okay.
But firstly, it's kind of hard for me to deal with their synchronized because they have reputation. That's how they can mess you. I'm immune to it now. I actually, I still chit chat with most of my neighbors that are good, and it doesn't affect me anymore when they do synchronize. Like it's like when I go out and go in my car, they even have like a plastic bag without a wrap, but they do the area just to synchronize with you, and then I just laugh. I just love the measure you have to go and just to with you. But with my neighbor, I think I got immune to it. It doesn't trigger me anymore.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We don't like triggers, man. And that's the thing. That's the thing, man. They know what triggers us, right? And they will pull those triggers every chance they get, any opportunity they get to pull those triggers, they will. So,
that's why they have to come up with the stimuli next. They have to stimulate and she get triggered when you see this. When you do this,
Yeah, man. Yeah. So my suggestion because we know our own triggers, right? If we just allow those triggers to remain triggers, right? I feel like if we can diffuse our own triggers, what can they use against us, Like whatever it is that's triggering us, that's something that we need to pay close attention to, and that's probably something that we need to mend with love and attention and prayer. We can diffuse our triggers, guys. We don't have to allow those triggers to remain triggers. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if we can get to that point, man, then what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? They'll have no trigger to pull. They can try, and then we'll be like, it won't be, it wouldn't even affect us like that. It definitely wouldn't even affect us like that, man. Seriously. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is the NEXXTIME podcast, man. This is the early morning edition. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. We are glad that you are rocking with us, man. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Smash it for every TI, man. Not just for me, not just for Pearly, for everybody that's going through the struggle, man. Smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. You guys see that little target in the corner? Press it, you know. And turn on post notifications, man, so you guys are alerted when we do this, man, because we're going to keep doing this. Pearly's going to come back. She's going to be on the podcast a lot, guys. If you guys want to join the podcast, man, my contact info is definitely in the description box, man. I can be reached at all times, man. You guys see the number scrolling across. You guys want to call us up, man. Say what's up. You know, you guys want to ask Pearly anything, make it happen, man. We are here for you, man. We are definitely here for you right now. Definitely, man. Man, Pearly, it's been awesome, man. It's been amazing, man. We still live. We live from New York to Australia, man. Isn't that amazing? Isn't God good, man?
Amazing.
God is good, man.
God is good. Thanks. That's very true.
Yeah,
God is good.
Yeah, man. And He's gonna get us through these times that we are in right now. You know, it's a lot of fear mongering going on out here. You know, it's a lot of talks of World War III starting. A lot of talks of, you know, viruses being spread, and, you know, politics and this and that. Like, what is your take on that, Pearly? Like, I don't know if they do that. They doing that here in America. Do they do that out in Australia?
What was the question?
Like, you know how they have talking about World War III and food shortages and FEMA camps and, you know, New World Order. Like, is that a do they talk about that stuff out there?
Well, but you know, as you know, Nexx, you know, the mainstream media, the prostitute mainstream media, are not covering anything about targeted individuals. They're not covering anything about this, and and according to DOD Brian Chu, the internet, it cannot be centralized. With mainstream media, the shadow government and the state, they can control it, but they cannot control internet.
Right.
That's the fact, and that's why these double agent bogus 007, they always have to tell their members not to go on YouTube, not to go on online, because saying that onlines are fake news.
Okay. Yeah.
So how raising this about New World Order, it will come from us targeted individuals around the world.
Right.
You know,
Definitely.
unless there are some activists that are not awakened yet and raising awareness about this and this story. You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I think it will come definitely from us targeted individuals raising awareness about the population program, Agenda 21.
Yeah.
This New World Disorder, I call it.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of TIs over here, Pearly, that are who think that Donald Trump is the answer to all of this targeting. Like,
I have something to say. Okay.
What do you think?
With Donald Trump, I always tweet him and say, Mr. President, do you want to be the next JFK? Please do something about COINTELPRO. I always message him on Twitter. But you know, as everybody knows, Donald Trump is a businessman. He's not a politician.
Right.
But you know, I really don't care who wins, who will become the president of the United States. Right. I don't care who will be the next prime minister in Australia. All I care if that leader will do something about this problem, say something, abolish COINTELPRO once and for all. You know, just come up with new project like helping people in the Philippines or in Africa, give them clean water in Syria, things like that. Why don't you spend those things?
That's a fact, man. That is a whole
not
fact,
spending
man.
money on slowly killing targeted individuals, innocent targeted individuals. You know.
Right. Right, man.
Oh my,
How do the
just too much.
Australians feel about Donald Trump, man? Are they how do they feel
Well,
about that?
I haven't done any survey on Donald Trump. My daughter is an anti Donald Trump. He's more on Barack Obama because she's mind controlled. That's for sure. But with Donald Trump, if he doesn't want to become next JFK, then he gotta have to do something. I think he
Mm.
just fired the director of the AI recently. I've read the article online, so I don't know.
Mm.
And like was sending soldiers to Syria, and there's no confirmation that the poison of these innocent civilians in Syria, less than 7 people, mostly were children.
Right.
There was information from President Assad. So that's the only thing I don't like, to send people in Syria and go to war and and send nuclear there
Mm-hmm.
without confirmation if that gassing was really from the President Assad. That's all I can say on that. But
Okay.
I don't like war. I don't like war next, because war means business for the Illuminatis.
Right.
The war winning, when there is a war, the one that wins are Illuminatis, the big corporations. It's the collateral damages are the innocent civilians dying, children's dying,
Yeah.
and it breaks my heart. It's not good.
Right.
And we are living in the last days. What the Bible say in Luke 24, 24, these things will happen
Mm.
every day.
Yeah.
War, nation to nation, it will happen. And the end comes. It come like a thief in the night. So we have to, And next, on the time, God will say enough is enough, and the time that God will step in, and He's going to really invest His wrath on these people, on us, on everyone. You can throw hope, but that's not the requirements from God. God will not say, you're a billionaire, you will enter my kingdom. No.
Right.
What you did while you're alive in this earth, what you did, that is the main thing to God. That's for sure,
Mm.
because money, you are rich, you are famous, and you will enter God's kingdom. No. That's not the requirements,
Okay.
There are only two requirements from He asked us to our neighbor, like how we love ourselves, and to love God with all our soul, with all our heart and mind. If you love your neighbor, you're not to fabricate lies that they're pedophiles, that they're scammers, that they're prostitutes, that they're terrorists.
Right.
If you love your neighbor, you're not going to. If you love your neighbor, you're not going to put their name on the terrorist watch list.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That was definitely a fact,
So,
man.
yeah, that's why I say with Donald Trump, all the presidents and prime ministers all over the world, leaders are all imperfect, because we are beings. We are all imperfect.
Right. Right.
But the hope that we have, our hope is in God. That's for sure.
That's a fact. That was awesome. Our hope is in God. You heard it, folks. Our hope is in.
It's in God.
That's right.
In Jesus, in
That's
God.
right. That's
So,
right.
Salvation.
That's right, man. If you guys are just now tuning in, good morning. You're starting your day off right. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me and PG, Pearly Gardiner, man. This is the NEXXTIME podcast, man. If you are not a part of the family, if you are not subscribed to my channel, to her channel, hit the subscribe button right now, man. Right now, man. And turn on post notifications so you are alerted when we do go live. You do not want to miss out, man. We got a lot of things planned for this channel, man. We got a lot of things planned for Pearly's channel. We got a lot of things planned, man. You guys just don't want to miss out, man. Trust me on that. Man, God is definitely awesome. Do you have any questions for the people, Pearly?
you mean Angie? I will be asking. No one is asking us.
Well, you know
The
what?
one-
I got questions for the people, man, that's rocking with us, man. I love you guys. We really appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man, on this what is it, Tuesday morning here, 7:35 a.m. When did you guys discover that you were targeted individuals? When did you guys discover when you were targeted individuals, and how did you figure that out, guys? Type it in right now. Let us know right now, man. And Pearly, I got a question. I got a question for you, man. Like, all right, so when you figured out what was going on, right? And all right, I'm targeted now. What was it that got you over that fear? Because you know, like when it's overwhelming to learn all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
oh
was.
my
It
God,
was.
like what they doing? No, oh my God, what was it that got you
I like
out
that
of it?
question next. You know why? The first 3 months was really miserable on my part. I've been to the hospital like 3 or 4 times, and then they're like vampire when you go to the hospital
Okay,
because they love your blood sample.
right,
And
right.
of course, I got perp there, like doctor perp, psychiatrist, psychologist perps, and my experience from the I did voluntarily got onto the mental institution, but that was manipulated. It
Mm,
manipulated. That time, I called the sister in the congregation, and then she came, and I kind of was expect expecting that she'll come and accompany me to see the psychologist for mental evaluation, or assessment, and she refused to come and to accompany me. Instead, she said I will have to stay and look 15 years old, 14-year-old daughter.
mm-hmm.
And then I said, no, I want you to come because I want a witness. Because before, I want a witness to come with me because I know I know something will happen there. But what happened was these paramedics that came, they took me to their ambulance car
Mm-hmm.
van. So
Mm-hmm.
we went there, and, and then when I got there, one of the nurse already body searched everything, and she took my bag. She took all my mobile phones, my iPad, and my phone,
Oh
and put it in
man,
a locker.
wow.
Yes, I did. And then I was thinking while waiting for the psychologist to pull me inside, I was saying, shit, shit, shit. Am I
Okay.
going to the train station? I said, I'm going to the train station and go back home, but I need my bag. They have it in the locker, I said. And then I was thinking, I will just ask the nurse to give me my bag because I'm going to the toilet, and then just run away and go back to the train station, catch the train, and then go back home. Then when I was like, it is like 1 kilometer from the mental institution to the train station. It's a 1 kilometer distance to or to run. And I was thinking, if I'm going to run, they might think I'm really crazy, and they're going to send the stupid security guard perps, right?
Yeah.
So, I said that, and oh my goodness, you don't know what happened to me
Oh.
inside that mental institution. Next, they changed my medicine. At first I took it, and when I took that medicine, they said to calm you down because you're of my anxiety. And I took the first one, and then far out the medicine they gave me, it's like I'm in cloud nine. It's like I'm on drugs. I
Wow.
never took drugs.
Wow.
So the next morning, they called me again to queue for medicine. I faked it. I put it on the side of my mouth and drink the water, but I did not eat the
Good
medicine.
for you. Good for you, man. You got.
And it's the same thing with the food. When they called us for breakfast and lunch, they laced my food. I was like kind of like in cloud nine. It's like I was floating. It was like, and then I said, far out, bloody, bloody food, bloody food. I said. So
Mm.
the next at the meal, I said to the lady serving the food, no, I don't want anything that are ready. I want this.
Okay.
That's how I had the in there. And then all of the bloody toilets in that mental institution, they smoke inside. They, I said, I sent a message to that sister here in looking at my door. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me in this mental institution. Every time I go, no single toilet there are not. They smoke. The smoke, you know, I hate smoke because my lungs, you know,
Okay.
the cigarette smoke, you know,
Okay.
it's too bad. So what I did again, just to survive, I asked for a nappy, those nappy for, you know, for older people. And when instead of going to the toilet, I in that nappy inside the room. My goodness. And then I had the evidence with me. I recorded it. They gave me the discharge letter after 1 week, and I read the discharge report letter that it says there that I was suicidal. It says there that I was paranoid and I was hallucinating and that I was suicidal. I called her. I called the intern, the student psychologist straight away, and I recorded all the conversation. And I said, Doctor blah blah, kindly amend your discharge report letter because it's a legal document and what you wrote there are all false report. I said, and you was, oh, I'm going to check with the nurse that I have when I interview you. What you check? Because that nurse is a perp. Of course, whatever you say, they're gonna, because I have witness. I don't have any to record that initial mental evaluation on that day. I don't have nothing to present because I didn't have a witness, right? So I said, you need to amend that because, you know, I never said that I am suicidal. Never said that I am a Jehovah's Witness. Never that I will kill myself. I said, and I treasure life. Life is a gift. I said, if ever I'm found dead in my apartment, if ever I'm dead in any hospital in Australia, it's murder. It is murder. It is foul play. That's what I said. My horrific, terrible experience in that mental institution.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
They're all infiltrated, Nexx.
Yeah.
It's all infiltrated.
Yeah.
Infiltrated as to the scale, to the large scale.
Definitely, man.
Even these students taking psychology courses are already gang stalkers.
Yeah, I believe it.
They're not even a doctor and psychiatrist, you know.
I believe it, man. That's why a lot of TIs don't agree with psychiatry, man. We kind of stray far away from it, man. Man, Angie Pittman says 2015 is when I finally figured out, but job mobbing in 2013, signal overt gang stalking. Awakened state of mind targeting Australia says strange things happening around the end of 2010. Became fully aware by 2014. Noticed neighbors looking at us strange. Always new model cars with LED lights coming and going whenever we entered our street. Now that's another thing, man. I noticed that too. Constantly followed by multiple government cars, dark tents, people's wearing cell phone headsets and pointing phones towards me. Friends slowly dropped off smear campaigns.
By the way, Nexx, I got 15 minutes because I have to pick up my daughter at 10 o'clock.
Okay, definitely, man. We'll wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, this has been amazing. This has been amazing, right?
Well,
Pearly, this has been amazing, man.
Thank you so much, Nexx.
Yeah, man, definitely. This has been amazing, man. I just want to touch on what Awaken said, man. And I want to ask you real quick, man. Have you noticed, you know, like when you leave your house, things just start moving and like it's perfectly choreographed? Like it's just like they want, like, have you ever noticed that?
I think my Bob, yes. I was connecting the dots now
Yeah.
that I know I'm awake. Because since I got awakened,
Hey, Pearly, we're getting a call here. We're getting a call on her. What is going on? It's your boy, NEXX. You are live on the podcast. Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
It.
Hey, it's me. It's Jesus. I thought maybe I'd say a prayer before we close.
Oh, okay. Well, tell everybody who it is.
I think it's
And just let me just put this on speaker.
Who is it?
It's Praise Jesus here.
All right, praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus.
You guys like
What's
to hear
up,
a prayer before we close?
Go for it.
Okay, here we go. Hang on just back here. Okay.
You gonna say hi to Pearly, Praise?
Hi, Praise.
I have my YouTube muted, so I can't hear anyone, but I didn't want it to interfere. So.
Are you gonna say hi to Pearly? Are you gonna say hi to Pearly?
Sure. Hi, Pearly.
Hi, Praise. How are you?
YouTube is muted, so I can't hear her speaking.
She said, "How are you?"
Okay.
She said, "How are you?"
Thank you.
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Okay, I'm back in here. Okay, so this is a prayer for the world. Father, I lose legions. Oh my goodness, my computer just shut down. Can you believe that?
Oh, that is great.
Oh.
So just do a prayer.
The enemy's at it again.
At it again.
Holy smoke.
That's great.
Oh, so sorry, you guys. One sec. You know what? I'm serious. It just, as soon as I started the prayer, it went crash.
All right.
Whoa.
Wow.
Got sabotage there. You got sabotage there too, I guess.
Right.
Okay. Just opening up. Almost there. So that was an awesome time. Pearly, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Praise.
She said thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. And if you guys are just now tuning in, man, we are getting ready to wrap things up with an amazing prayer from Praise Jesus, man. This is the NEXXTIME podcast, volume 6, featuring Pearly Gardiner, man. It has been amazing. It has been phenomenal. We had some amazing moments. Oh, man. And she hails in all the way from Australia, man. Big shout out to everybody in Australia. Big shout out to everybody, man, that's tuning in with us right now, that's watching it live. Don't forget, man, smash that like button, man. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Make sure you lock in with Pearly Gardiner. Subscribe to her channel right now. It's definitely special, man. There's some amazing things there. Are we ready, Grace?
We're totally ready.
All
Here we
right,
go.
let's go.
So, Father God, I loose legions of angels according to your will to uncover and expose the truth in all areas of life. I loose ministering angels to the defenseless, helpless, and those who are abused. May the wicked be exposed and brought to justice. I loose angels to bind all evil spirits used to cloak evil deeds with unbreakable chains covered in the blood of Jesus. I loose your ministering angels to assist the military, law enforcement, and early responders to receive good intelligence and accomplish their task of protecting and keeping us safe. Father, may the wicked leaders of this world fall, and may you rise up mighty men and women of God who love you to roles of leadership, locally, nationally, and worldwide. Fill our leaders with your Holy Spirit and the fruits of the Spirit and restore their souls. Father, I loose legions of angels to minister to and protect all of the children who are in Satan's prison house, whether it be a spiritual prison, a federal or local prison, mental health facility, rehab facility, or human trafficking. I loose your angels to minister, defend, and protect them. Father, I loose your angels to bind up all blind, deaf, dumb, antichrist, and even demonic spirits who would blind the minds of those in the world to the truth of your Son, Jesus Christ. Please draw as many people as possible to him and save as many souls as possible at all costs in Jesus' name. Father, where there is anger, hatred, and violence, I loose spirits of peace, love, and joy. Where there is sexual immorality and addictions, I loose angels of temperance and self-control. Father, I loose your giant sperm whale to attack every monarch mind control program, spirit, thought control, witchcraft control, and mind occult. I pray that they will attack and completely destroy these wicked spirits wherever they may be found throughout the world. Furthermore, Father God, we cover all TIs with the blood of Jesus and surround each one of us with a hedge of holy fire protection. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Thank you, Praise.
Thank you,
Well, good night,
Praise.
everyone. Or
Thank
good
you.
morning, or
Yes.
whatever it is where you're at.
Yes, thank you,
Good
man.
evening, Praise.
Thank you, man. And we love you.
Thanks, Nexx.
Thank you for calling, man. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
All right,
you.
we love you.
Love you too.
All
Thank
right,
you.
man. All right, Pearl. So what'd you think, man? What'd you think about your first podcast on the Next Time? What do you think?
Thank you for having me on your podcast show, Nexx. Thank you so much, and I'll be having you on my Facebook Live blog soon. So, don't create your new account on Facebook.
Are you gonna?
And all to everyone, and deeply everyone, everyone, guys, all the TIs are. God bless you all. Like what Nexx always say, we are the chosen one.
Yes, right. Yes, right.
So,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Pearly,
And let the Holy Spirit stay and live within us. And we're out. And let the fruit of the Holy Spirit, even though persecuted, still we have to, give that love to everyone, most especially ones. The fruit of the Holy Spirit: goodness, kindness, mildness, self-control, patience, long-suffering. The fruit of the Holy Spirit. That's the one that we need.
Right.
Thanks, Nexx, and I gotta go.
Pearly,
I got 5 minutes to drive up to pick up my daughter at work.
Pearly, are you gonna join us again another time?
Yes, why not?
All right, cool,
after,
man.
right
Cool,
after the live blog, I will have you on Facebook.
Okay, definitely, man. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Next
Thank
Time,
you,
man. I am your host, Next Level. This is Pearly Gardiner, man. We are signing out, man. We love you guys, man. Have a great, great day, man. And we probably will be back. I probably will be back again later on today with another episode. If somebody wants to come on and be a guest, hit me up. We could definitely make that happen, okay? We will definitely make that happen. All right, all right, we are out of here. All right, thank you, Pearly. Thank you. Big shout out to everybody for joining us, man. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.
Surround sound recordings.